rundown about what we've done so far and where we are again, Juicer, if you don't mind.
Okay, well, you've successfully infiltrated the... Well, when I say infiltrated, that implies stealth. You've successfully busted your way in to the final readout of House Borellis, and amidst the chaos of the chemical attack, you've basically used that to penetrate deep into the house's soft underbelly. What have you done so far? You cleared the launch pad, you cleared the launch bay, the shuttle bay. You wiped out the defenders in the archive and extracted information from the archivist. Well, say archive, it's more like the House Reliquary, where they keep all the artifacts. And in there, you also engaged the first of the Gulgrex Aurate class, or Gulgrex Aurate pattern battle automata that the House have access to. You took that down, and basically you discovered that yes, there is a patriarch on site, and I think Havel had a plan, didn't he?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
That was right. You managed to get some recent architectural plans for the house.
Yeah, on a 70 tech use, I rolled a 2. I got there everything.
You wanted to find a terminal, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to find all their terminal, like everything, any files I could get from a security terminal in particular.
Okay. Well, you have the location of a terminal, of a security terminal, which sends you deeper into the house, or you can proceed to basically straight to the Sanctum Impenetrable. I can't remember the name of the bloody thing. Let me bring up my notes.
With the advice of our sanctioned tech, we'll be going straight for a terminal first. I feel this will probably be the best approach for taking our task.
Okay.
And we do have to try and get some contact with the other squad, or at least to figure out what's going on with them.
That's right. At the moment, the security terminal will allow you to re-establish secure contact with the Angelus Tenebrae, for one thing. Once you have the house's Vox codes, you can bypass their Vox systems directly.
Now, the other squad that were here, are they, they're in the same hive as us, is that correct?
They're in the same hive, but whereas you are at the upper spires taking out the Bastion of House Borellis, they are down deep in the hive at a prison complex.
Nah, that's no issue.
How do you mean?
You shall see, dear GM, you shall see.
I love it when players say that, I don't.
For the obsidian skulls, with banner in hand, you shall see the task done.
Alright, before you go, it turns out if we do have additional, requisition at the start of the mission, we can't just have a fucking armored column come with us and shit. That is something that can happen.
Well, yeah, it is. It's in the extras rules.
Well, let's leave that till... Well, that's another mission for another day. For today, this day, hopefully, maybe even in this session, we'll finish off this mission and have our job done.
I'm just saying, like, that thing you mentioned earlier about a company of idiots with 1 HP each, that's a thing.
Excellent.
Whatever.
We will have one, and we're also going to try and see about if we can get our familiars and a company of Imperial Guard. That will be the next thing on the list.
How much requisition does your squad have spare?
Everyone had like 10 or 20 each.
Oh wait, Juicer.
Except for Havel.
Juicer. If we have requisition left over from previous missions that we never spent, does that amount up and save over?
No.
No.
That's not how.
Although it's not how it works.
Okay.
Although you could have spent it on bionics.
We used it for a banner and like I think an extra melta charge. It was pretty much used up here and there. I have one melta charge left, if I'm not mistaken.
Alright. if you guys ever wanted to tie human lives to a requisition cost, a reserve company of guardsmen numbering between 100 and 300 is only 15 requisition.
Excellent.
There you go.
Only
How much for a company?
100 to 300 men, 15 requisition.
It would be
I've got that to spare.
it would be dependent on whether or not the mission allowed it. Like they wouldn't be able to come on the underwater mission, for example. So it would be.
Oh,
dependent.
sure they would.
All the same. Let us Deathwatch, gentlemen.
I'm sorry. Continue forward. I don't remember what we were doing, so y'all guys can go forward.
Well, we just cleared the equivalent of a librarium.
Yeah, but burning it.
It's burnt.
Avril needs to find the security terminals.
That's exactly where we're heading. So,
According to-
to blow up the robot.
According to the records that Fontis has ripped from the Borealis databanks, and his limited access to the house's chaotic news sphere, because don't forget, this place isn't just under siege and attack from you and from the chemical bombardment. It's under digital attack by the Inquisition's allies amongst the Adeptus Mechanicus. The house is actually beset in the news sphere from all sides by weaponized viruses, by scrap code. The actual data bank is starting to whole portions of it are collapsing into scrap code. So the fact that Fontis has been able to get what he has out of that is testament and credit to his skill and training.
I'd expect no less from a brother of the blood.
With access to a security terminal, you'll be able to break the house's Vox silence protocols and actually re-establish full secure contact with the Angelus Tenebrae and your command staff. And you'll be able to, if you manage to inject enough of a virus into the system, you may even be able to screw up security and life support systems for the final assault.
Life support. Are we that high up that they would need that to live?
Can we use
yes.
the scanners to locate the closest data terminal?
Don't forget, Hoja, not only are they scraping the upper atmosphere and the upper spires of a hive, when on the platform, have you ever been on board an aircraft and looked straight up and
Yes.
into space? That's how
Yes.
high you are here.
Can we use these scanners to locate the closest data terminal?
It's not
No,
about
it's-
finding a data terminal, because we're already near one.
Yeah, it's Fontis. Fontis has the location of the nearest one. The only reason as well that he might be able to penetrate deep into the house's security protocols is thanks to that new spheric assault taking place now.
Okay, in that case, let's see. Radagast Averick on point, Chaplain Fontis with them, and I will take the rear. Let's head out, gents.
You fucking coward. Okay.
I'm every single time I'm choosing who's on point for a particular reason. At the moment, anything that we come against, I want slaughtered, so I'm putting the malevolent on the front.
Thank you, you fucking coward.
If I
I'll
needed
follow
something,
behind.
if I needed something important, Hojo, I'd be on the front. Don't worry.
So you're heading into the to the terminal location, yes?
We are indeed.
Right. And that means that instead of heading further up the spire towards the bastion in Violet, you have to go through an area of unusual architecture, which I have prepared a post for, and I'll post up in the chat momentarily. As you proceed, the whole spire shudders faintly beneath your boots.
And will you be giving us a reading with this post as well?
I can do if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it. That way I can smoke as you talk, exactly.
Okay. Greenish light filtering through armor pane windows glimmers and gleams over a sea of varicolored metals and intricate emboss work. I shall post it up now. To reach the terminal, you must pass through the Aorta Levantis. The Aorta Levantis is a curiosity of architecture, a grand gallery built to cover the harsh infrastructure of one of the major power arteries serving the Bruelis Spire. Thick tangles of pipework and maintenance automachinae are interspersed with elegant galleries and function chambers, and every surface is decorated with intricate embossing in a variety of heavy metals mined from the House Octavian holdings. The intent to cover and render respectable the brutal reality of macro-scale power distribution is certainly impressive, if only from a perspective of sheer industry, and the overall effect is markedly vulgar when contrasted against the great works of high imperial culture. It is through this strange artistic factory, for want of a better word, factorum, that you must pass in order to reach the security duct. As you enter the Aorta Levantis, the greenish light slides over your armor like oil. It suffuses the air, picking out glittering highlights from the various metals. For the moment, the air is still. The distant sounds of life support alarms, screams, explosions, and secondary detonations caused by the chemical strike, curiously muted and muffled, as if taking place somewhere else, somewhere far away.
I guess, you got anything on your aspects? Any life
I
forms?
have no idea. Time to roll. Well, it's a siege aspect, now that I think about it.
We have an aspects in this group somewhere, though, don't we? A standard?
No, not me.
I have a built-in aspects.
There you go.
Yes, you have it as a cybernetic, don't you?
Yeah, honorary.
That's right.
Okay. How does that?
Oh, Chaplain, you have to make a perception roll, then I take it.
It's an awareness test. Yeah.
Awareness. So what's he rolling on?
It is perception. You were correct.
Ah, so it's just 100 on perception.
Plus the bonuses he gets from his auger. I know from the aspects it's like a 20. I don't know what the auger gives.
Well, there's obviously something up ahead. Ireland?
I rolled 69, and the perception is 39.
Ah, shit. Let's see what the cybernetic bonus is. Ah, okay, that's the same as the aspect.
Aralad, the large amount of galvanic energy flowing through this major arteryway of the spire is causing some interference with your auspex. You are getting basic readings of the life gas in this area, and it's surprisingly clear of the Inferni 17 chemical, which means life can survive down here without supporting equipment.
Proceed with caution, brothers. Anything you see, slaughter.
Just know I'm far away from home.
In your entoptic display, Aralad, the cybernetic wired up to your ocularis, which allows you to perceive the auspex. There's a ping of movement. All of you, your hearing is as sharp as that of a hunting cat. Genetically augmented for superior sensory response. You all hear the shuffling of feet and the sound of somebody banging or bouncing off heavy metal as they stumble towards you.
I'm gonna switch out to my plasma gun and use the thermal sight. See if I can pick up anything. See if I can get a location on it.
This whole area is wreathed in differing levels of heat from the coils and coffles of power distribution machinery, but you do see the hazy blob of a living organism approaching between the pipes and the ductwork. I shall post up the next post. Now this one I'm not going to read out because I don't think my acting is good enough. Okay?
I believe in you.
Staggering towards you is a young man in the tattered garb of a low-hole servant, stained with oil and blood. His eyes are glassy from shock. And that's where I'm going to cut off, because I cannot do how traumatized this guy's voice is without it sounding daft. But it doesn't require any Medicaid training to hear that something is desperately wrong with him.
He's either going to explode or he's about to die.
How far away is he?
When you see him through the pipework, he's maybe 10 meters, 15 meters.
I'm gonna put a quick shot through his head.
Gotcha. Rolling initiative. Or unnecessary.
What
Is
it?
he still walking towards us? Is he
Well,
walking towards us?
Sorry, say again, Hoja.
Towards us?
I'm going to post up the next point, then cinematically.
well, just for the reference, I am looking to shoot him in the head.
Yes, Sin. This won't interrupt. This isn't overriding your action. This
Okay.
happens immediately after that description,
Okay.
and then you get your shot. This doesn't change anything.
Alright. Alright. Alright, rolling initiative. He needs to die.
Actually, it won't require initiative to make a shot for Theros to take a shot. It's not combat. It's a dramatic action. Theros, make your attack.
So he's rolling a ballistic skill.
Stick skill. He's in short range.
I shouldn't have went for a shot, but I said I was going to, so I'm not going to change it. I rolled a 28, my ballistic skill is 33, I get a plus bonus for the, well, no I don't because he's not a gene stealer, maybe he is, it's up to you, but regardless,
He is in close range.
as standard without any bonuses, I passed my skill anyway. So I rolled a 28, I probably needed to pass 33 before bonuses are added.
Right. Okay, roll your damage. This will be a very easy kill. The damage actually won't change what happens next. It's simply the description of whether he's dead or alive.
I just need the damage of the plasma gun, which I should have here. Strat S to 1d10 plus 90. So 1d10. I rolled an 8. It's plus d10 plus 9 energy based, and pen 8. So I hope he's got a lot of armor in his face, because
He has not got a lot of armor on his face, man, I assure you. In fact, his total damage reduction is 3.
so what happens?
Rest in peace.
Sorry, I was modifying a post.
Okay.
What happens? This happens in the blink of an eye. However, your senses are so enhanced over the human baseline that you perceive all of this in the split second that it takes to happen.
Okay.
The lingering echoes of his shriek disappear from the air.
Well, that's something you don't see every day. What an unusual creature.
He ripped apart like an overripe plane fruit.
Arvek, your internal auspex picking up more traces. I beg your pardon, Aralud. Too many A's, Aralud. Your internal auspex is picking up more traces.
I've got more blips.
Living,
Ready?
moving.
Can you,
How many?
might have to do another roll.
Theros, as you bark that,
Arr.
emerging from the darkness of the nooks and crannies of Baroque industry behind him, are more ragged menials, all displaying the same affliction. Almost all are obvious hybrids, sporting too many limbs, elongated skulls, lashing, knife-tipped tongues, or other signs of terminal gene taint. Their staggering becomes an agonized stumble, then a headlong charge, scrambling and clawing towards the kill team, an inhuman mob seemingly heedless of death.
Alright. Horde action.
Put an end to this abomination.
Yes, Sergeant.
Seems our flames are needed to purge these.
Inhuman screams fill the air.
How far away are they?
They're all around us.
It's the closest.
25 meters.
Perfect.
-10 to ballistic skill chance.
From all the pipework and ductwork, actually scoring kill shots is trickier.
Huh. No ranged attacks either, huh?
The closest ones... Wait. Oh. So the closest ones are how far away? It's 25
meters.
And are they in the direction of the way we want to go? Or are they to our side?
Yes, the way you want to go, some from the sides as well.
The orders stand, brothers. Take your point, push forward, let's cut through this horde.
How big is the chance of us hitting some vital equipment in there?
None of them seem to be armed with anything more than hand tools, if that.
But the tunnels. If we're hit something like with my multi-melta, I hit some pipes or some other equipment in there. How big is the chance we'll explode as well? Is that
I want
something
to tell
we
you
can?
that would be Fontis, and Fontis can figure that out with an easy +20 tech use test.
I might have to switch to my bolter pistol.
25 meters.
I will say, some of the machinery doesn't look like it'll react too well to being melted.
Well,
That really just depends on what
Stop
Fontes has
me
to
if-
say about all this.
Stop me if needed, Fontes.
Just
Let
jump
me
in there.
roll it. Now, for every tick you have next to a skill, for every point, like one of those boxes you have checked off, that's 10, right?
The first tick means you suffer no penalty, or you can take it. The second tick is plus 10. The third tick is plus 20.
No ticks is a penalty.
Or, in the case of advanced skills, you can't use the skill at all.
I. Penalty's pretty heavy too.
And wording, the first one is trained, the second one is advanced. I can't remember fucking now. I can bring it up.
Wording. The wording, it's untrained, train plus 10, train plus 20. Some bullshit. Basic, train plus 10, train plus 20.
I rolled a 18 with a plus 20 bonus, so
On your tech use test, Fontes, is that to identify the danger of discharging heavy weaponry within this area of the aorta?
yeah, so effectively like a -2 I just rolled.
That's because
But-
you done the plus thing. The whole
I did minus on it. I didn't. You don't have to do plus. So I rolled a D100. I got an 18, but with my tech use, it's actually a -2. That's why it's
Wow.
that's why it's a negative.
Oh wait, that math works out. That's the equivalent of rolling a 0 or a 1.
With a glance, you take in the mechanical iconography which covers the pipes, the ancient icons and symbology, which to your trained eye let you know what they contain. Many of these pipes contain life gas and other incandescent gaseous substances, supplying the rest of the house with heat, light, and other forms of energy. Others basically contain galvanic energy. If a heavy weapon was to discharge and hit one of these major arterieways, it would cause a mass discharge of basic spraying gas, lightning arcs. Worst case scenario, there are a few pipes in there which clearly show icons for dangerous explosives.
Could that potentially block our way?
It would
that
potentially kill us.
That means
Yeah, if
close.
brothers, if one of these pipes is ruptured by heavy weapons fire, or say a plasma discharge from one of the infective pages, there's a chance that the noble gases inside would become conductive and set off a chain reaction, which would cause the other pipes to explode with their industrial contents.
Also, Havel, what did you roll? Was it like 0-1 or something?
Well, I rolled an 18, but I have the plus 20 tech use, so
Okay, so it's
technically a plus 30 because I got another gadget that lets me do even better at tech, but I didn't put that in.
He
Okay.
rolled better than a 0, pretty much, is what
The
he's saying.
affliction did not appear to be biological, it appeared to be technological.
Oh,
The pages they're going through, they've been rigged with some kind of biological explosive.
Or nanotechnological explosive. The noble houses of Octavian do have access to caches of lost or forbidden technologies. You saw an example of it when you were deep beneath the Sea of Phlogus in the defense system that protected the archive. If this is a tech weapon, this is not one that you are familiar with.
yay, verily.
Oh shit, we're in a tunnel, aren't we? It's not like we can avoid
Kind of.
shooting these people.
I think more of a factory in the form of a tunnel, but also done out in great artistry.
We're in a jungle of pipe work.
How tall is how far away is the ceiling?
Here, hundreds of feet.
Hundreds of feet. How far away are the walls on the left and right?
Left and right. To your right, you have the inner skin of the outer hull and the great armor glass windows. That's about 15-20 meters across the gantries and catwalks. The other wall,
Well, you said it was
can't really see
glass.
the armor glass, which
Armor
is
glass.
like adamant hard,
Okay.
allowing in the poison light of Octavian's primary star.
And the left?
On the left, it's pipeworks, it's ducts, huge power arteries. The actual left-hand side of the aorta here is not visible to you.
And the air is
It's the
cloudy.
factory.
Is that correct?
Yes, it is. It's partially cloudy, and you know that, like, if you were to take your helmet off and taste the air, you could taste the ozone and the galvanic discharge.
Aye.
You rolled a very high on that test. Let's see. Fontes, what are the chances you think we'd make it through?
Of what?
Can he roll for this? Can Fontes roll to find out what the chances are if we ignite this place up, if we light this place up?
Are our suits insulated from electrical discharge?
They
That's
are
the real
insulated
question.
from electrical discharge, but that, to use a term that would be frowned upon perhaps by the more doctrinally bound Magos of Mars, these pipes are carrying a fuck ton of juice.
If we shoot one pipe near the biggest group of them,
Well, it would cause a chain reaction to ripple down the pipeline towards us.
will we? I want to say melee, but if those things have like biological warfare on them, we don't really want to get that close.
So we could go back into the other room and draw them into melee, into a fight there. That's what I was thinking. If we release the gas and electrify it, then it will burn through the pipes around us. Pretty much, based on that's what will set off the explosion.
And if we rupture one of the windows, one of the...
Just too much juice.
Outside of the multi-melter, you probably don't have something which can crack this grade of armor glass. It's similar to what they use on Imperial warships.
Well, that's true. It would shut the room down and take all the oxygen out or whatever. If we're in they wouldn't be able to breathe anymore.
It'd depressurize the room for sure. Well, the whole chamber for sure.
Yeah.
Outside
Is
of
it
any
all made of
emergency
metal?
systems. Now, bear in mind that many of the pipes and similar are likely to. They do have auto machinae, which means they are capable of a degree of self-repair and sealing. So it's entirely possible that, and you'd hope, in keeping with the standards of the tech priesthood, that the aorta does have some kind of self-damage control limitation.
Nah, fuck that noise. Draw them back. Draw them back.
I'm not saying it'd be good enough to save them though. If it doesn't, this place is a galvanic bomb waiting to go off.
Yeah, let's pull them back, gents.
Okay.
Only initiative.
Juicer, what do we gotta do?
As Ho just said, roll initiative.
Alright. 1d10, I believe, right?
Plus.
Plus your rolls in Discord.
Plus your build.
Plus any other bonuses you may have.
How thick are the pipes, by the way?
They range everything from something that thin, fine, and delicate, traced with intricate embossment and containing things like water and other common fluids. The thickest of the galvanic arteries flowing through this place could probably accommodate a rhino.
Would flames burst
No,
out? It'd have to be something heavier.
Yeah, these pipes are but they can be busted by heavy weapons and too much weapon fire. But they are hardened against strong energetic discharge, so you think they'll be able to withstand a flamer.
Just remember that these guys are basically giving off plasma discharges when they explode, though.
That's not plasma, Fontis. That's some kind of decay, degenerative energy.
Steady on your flames.
Acid.
Steady on your flames, and Arlud, perhaps not use the Malta until we get a little bit safer distance.
Okay,
Okay, boss.
first in the initiative is a toss-up between Arvek, I believe. Yep, Arvek and Radagast. So, Marines, choose between you who will go first.
If he jumps in there like an idiot and cuts one, will he die?
The order is tactical retreat. Let's pull them back to somewhere safe.
If he
What you
cuts
do
a
in your turn
pipe
is
with
your
his
choice, but
chainsword-
those are the standing orders.
If he cuts a pipe with his chainsword, was that Hoja?
If I cut one of the guy, or I don't have a chainsword though, so
Alright. If you cut one of the smaller pipes, it's probably not going to kill you, no. The real danger lies in busting one of the major arteries.
No, I mean,
like one of
if
the
it
people.
was able to successfully cut one of the foe.
Sorry, Hoja, I missed that last word.
The foe? F-O-E?
Oh. If you were to cut them in close combat and that strange sort of entropic energy washed over your armor, where that page exploded, the armor metal decking has rotted through. You
Okay.
probably don't want to get this on your armor.
Okay, that's all I needed.
Well, we know that if high energy discharge weapons seem to work perfectly fine against them, it's just that right where we are right now, it's not the place to unleash them. So I think if we don't engage, especially in melee, pull them back away, keep them at bay with small arm fire, perhaps flamers if we have to, and then hopefully we'll get them to a safe distance so we can unload on them properly. But try not to get into melee if you can, brothers.
Sorry if I'm being a little unclear, guys. Is the situation fairly cogent, coherent?
Yeah.
Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Would it be fun to throw a Nova grenade then while we fall back? Or would that be
Yeah.
dangerous?
I'd wait for them.
Nova grenades emit a blinding photon flash. They don't actually.
Well, they do have a blast on them.
They do have a blast, and an unprotected human might be burned to death by the discharge of one, but a Nova grenade in here would pose no threat to the infrastructure.
And what would that do to
Order
their
of
initiative?
running.
What would that do to their initiative?
It would strip the site from those charging, sowing chaos amongst the horde.
We just
I
need
would-
we just need some time to put a bit of distance between us.
I would wait until they group up more.
How many do you have?
I have two, so
Well, it's your call at the end of the day. It's your turn. You know what the orders are, so it's only you can make the choice about what your character
Yeah.
does.
Don't forget as well, you don't have a great deal of time to discuss in depth this, as it's happening as seconds tick past.
I can throw a grenade and move back, right?
Yes, you can.
But
We'll also work on at this distance.
oh shit, yeah, because it's meant to go through people with enhanced eyesight or whatever the fuck it's called.
They're 25 meters away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna,
Maybe a little
I guess,
closer.
fire my flamer and move back.
It's got blast 3, so that's 30 meters.
Oh, I could hit them all then?
You could hit them all.
You can
but
Yeah, I'm
we're
gonna throw
close
another
enough
grenade
that
then.
it hit us too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot my flamer and move back then.
Okay. Unleash your flame, Arvek.
Do I roll damage then, or do I roll the hit?
Yeah, you roll the hit, and then you use your movement to go back that many meters. Everyone has to take correct measures in how many meters are moving back.
I got 73.
Were these things classified as gene stealers, Juicer?
Yes, they do.
You
Yeah,
got
doesn't
you got
matter,
plus
I'm
10
missed.
to. Oh yeah, just
My +6 skill is pretty trash. It's like 35.
And then the malice
Oh,
10
so-
because of the special effect of the area he's shooting into.
Yeah, I've missed.
how far do you
What
move
is your?
from?
What?
How far do you move? Is it a standard movement or a run or? I take it you can't run. You'd have to be.
As a half action, you can do a half move.
Okay, then I move back
Okay.
4 meters.
4 meters. And you unleash the flames of your heavy flamer.
And
Right,
he
I'll
was
go.
on point with Radagast.
I will roll for the horde.
Don't hold on.
Oh no,
Don't
so I go
forget.
first.
Don't forget, because your agility is 4, your jump pack doubles your movement. So you may have meant to move 4 meters, but you actually went 8.
That's
Oh, I did?
It's always on. Just letting you know.
Oh, that always doubles my movement?
Always.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Then I
The horde has passed its collective agility test, which in this case is simply, as well as their inhuman reflexes, it's also the sheer amount of machinery between them and the flame. So the damage against the horde is halved, Arvek.
Okay.
I thought you missed.
No, you don't roll to hit with a heavy flamer.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's a normal flame.
Yeah,
that's
it's a normal-
Well,
heavy.
any flame weapon, anything with a flame template weapon, doesn't roll to hit. Instead, the target rolls to reduce the damage against it,
Oh, okay.
and it's an agility test. If it passes, it takes half damage. If it fails, it takes full damage.
So will he still have to roll damage?
You roll damage to see if you can beat the Horde's collective toughness plus armor. And if you do, you do Horde damage, which in Arvek's case, I think is pretty good.
Did you find out what your horde damage was, Ice, after last
I
time?
kind of forgot to look at it. I
It should-
couldn't find anything.
It should be
Well,
just
range
beside
of-
the standard damage.
Range of a flamer is what?
Mine
He has a
is
special
a bit
flame, right?
farther, so it's. I have. Where do I have it? Oh, it's 40, so I'm well in range.
And so it does, I think it's 1d5 plus 10, if I remember rightly, is the normal Horde damage.
I no clue. I forgot to look for flame.
Oh no, it's 1d5 plus 13, I beg your pardon, because it's for every 3 meters you do 1 point of Horde damage.
Alright, so do I roll that or do I roll the.
Roll your damage.
Damage first.
Actually, what is the damage for a flamer? It's plus 4, isn't it? Oh no, heavy flamers instantly going to beat their toughness and they have no armor.
Yeah, it's like 1d10 plus 12.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to be able to soak that kind of damage. So you don't have to roll damage.
So I just roll magnitude.
Ice, just roll your magnitude damage to the Horde. So it's 1d5 plus 13.
And then I have my armor perk that does 1 extra with it.
See,
Is that the relic?
the-
Is that the...
the damage of a Avenger has the exact same damage template as a heavy flamer.
Yeah.
And it's got a range of 30 meters. And
It's horrific.
its damage against a horde is 1d5 plus 8, just for reference.
Okay, I got 18.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's based on the distance, isn't it? Okay, Alice, what was your magnitude damage?
18.
Jesus, your old maximum. Ow, right, half that is 9. Horde magnitude is now 16. The purple flame swallows most of the leading edge of the menials as they claw their way towards you. Most of them simply flash into blazing fire themselves and collapse in on themselves amidst the roaring flames. A few of them, though, burst, and when they burst, you see that flickering, glittering of the red light, and where that takes place, where that crimson lightning erupts, rot rips through everything around them.
Are you sure it's your plus 14?
Yeah, because I have my armor trait, the Death is Joy. It adds 1 anytime I do 4 damage.
Because the heavy flamer against a horde is 1d5 plus 8.
But he was saying it was 1d5 plus 13, then I added the 1 from the...
Plus 13? Fucking hell.
That's what Juicer said.
It goes off the range of the flamer, and the range of that flamer is 40. I think that's where we got the plus 10 or the plus 11, and then
Fucking hell.
Ice had his armor traits.
It's got 15 meters on a heavy flamer.
Minus 40.
No, I see. It's got 15 meters more than a heavy flamer. A heavy flamer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, sorry, 10 meters more than a heavy flamer. It's 30 for a heavy
It's
flamer.
slightly longer ranged. And because flamers do damage based on their range, it's brutal against hordes.
I'm not gonna complain. We've got half done already. Let's just keep
But
it
we don't
ranged,
have
James.
a flamer.
Right, as the flame roars out, who's next?
How do you guys up?
What do you mean?
Radagast. Can you give me a perception test?
Oh god.
What?
I failed that handily.
Blind as a motherfucker.
Okay. Radagast, your action.
Oh. Use my take a half action and move back 4 meters.
Okay.
And use the rest of my turn to actually take a pot shot, single fire.
Right.
Roll the 21 against
a hit. They can't soak it, so that's two magnitude damage to the horde. 1 for hitting it with a single shot, and another one because you're using an explosive weapon.
I like how the two people that were on point are now the two people furthest away from the horde, leaving everyone else that wasn't on point.
Told us to retreat.
I know. It's just funny that the fact that the initiative roll worked out that way.
Oh shit! Time to get out.
So that means
No one else knows why.
it's
Where your bolt shell cuts one down, Radagast, it falls to the floor, or blown in half. Its 2 halves fall to the floor and erupts. Unlike the flamer, it erupts with no problem. So you have this black patch of spreading techno rot, which hisses and melts. Unlike the flamer, it appears that bolters don't consume the weapon inside them.
What?
excellent.
Don't consume. So he's just a
When they were
body?
engulfed in flame, some of them didn't detonate. Yours detonated very, very fast. It seems that what I'm saying is bathing them in flame seems to retard the weapon inside them,
Cleanse them with fire.
whereas the bolter doesn't appear to disrupt the weapon. So when you killed one with a bolter, it exploded. Do you follow?
And are they doing damage to each other when they're exploding?
Yes, they are. It's cinematic. It's also factored into the damage you do to the horde as well. But several of them have actually been killed by their comrades' discharges. When they're hit as well, it's imagine putrescence, the putrefying process of rotting matter, where it turns grey and then it basically collapses into corruption. It's that, but very, very fast and very, very, very energetic.
So I do believe that it is the horde's turn, and the closest people to them are Fontis and Arlod.
Well, at the moment, the horde is 25 meters from you. They close the distance, moving as fast as they can. They move 12 meters between and over the machinery.
Oh,
They
shit.
are now 13 meters from you.
And are they going to attack, or is that all they do?
They have no weapons.
Well, that means it's my turn, I do believe.
It is. Theros, can you give me a perception test?
I can indeed. I rolled a 31.
What's your skill?
My perception is 42 without bonuses.
Okay, goes off degrees of success. Okay, what's your action?
And is this a vision-based perception test?
Yes, it is.
Due to my Presense sight, the one on my plasma gun, I get a plus 20 bonus to vision-based perception type. Oh no, it's at night. Would this classify as night?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Well, sorry. So what does that perception test do for me?
How
Can't tell you.
How many degrees of success did you get?
Well, my perception is 45, and I rolled a 31. And I can't remember if I've got any perception-based bonuses with the Oath of Knowledge, but I don't believe I do. So that's it. So it should be 31 to 45. It's like 1 degree of success.
What? Only 1 degree. Okay. No effect. Your action.
Well, I'm going to try to summon forth the fires of the Emperor and summon Avenger as a half action because I have Warp Sense. And then with my remaining, I'm going to fall back. I'm going to raise up my hand between Aralud and Fontis and try to summon forth the fires.
Okay.
I rolled a 6 out of a D100.
Very good.
So I
That's
believe
very
this will
much
be going now.
against. Roll your magnitude damage, man. They cannot soak your base.
My magnitude damage? So my against a horde damage?
D5 plus 8. I think
Yeah,
it is.
1d5 plus 8, and it's got a pen 8.
What did these remind you of, by the way?
It's sort of infect
What do they
enemies
do?
to their humans.
What are they doing? Yeah, but what are they doing?
The kamikaze.
They're charging.
Us.
Yeah, kamikaze. That's what they're doing.
Ah, shit, fucking, there's no D5 on.
Just roll a d10, and a 1 and a 2 is a 1. 3 and a 4 is a 2. 5 and a 6 is a 3, and so on and so forth. 9 and a 10 is a 5.
I got a 7.
Okay, so that's a 4. So that's 12 magnitude damage. The aorta.
And a range of 30.
The aorta in front of you now is a blazing firestorm. The flames lashing and screeching between the machinery, consuming the squealing hybrids.
Burn filth.
Who's next?
That's the thing.
That would
Fontis,
be-
can you give me a perception test?
Hold on.
There's only 2 of them left, right?
It's more people than 2, but the magnitude is 2, yes.
Alright, so this should finish them off. We don't even think we needed to retreat, but...
Yeah, we should have ran in there.
Well, it was just being safe, don't worry.
Should have let the corrupting energy touch us.
I'm just keeping my guys alive.
Don't forget your plus 10 bonus. Oh god, you guys get plus 10 bonus for your suit's auto sensors as well, remember.
It's perception based off of.
Vision.
Well, then I got 2 degrees of success, by the way.
2, okay.
I failed. Failed hard.
So imagining this sort of the crack.
Do you want to reroll that, Havel, or are you going to keep it?
I'll keep it.
Okay, what's your action?
How far away from me are they, and how many are left? I'm kind of like, I guess,
13
the
meters.
third or fourth person back.
2 left. It's stragglers now. The rest have erupted into corruption or been swallowed by flame. A couple of them were blown apart by Brother Radagast's precision marksmanship.
Calm down, Saint.
All right, I'm gonna take my precision bolter, I guess. And aim for.
What was that? You're gonna aim
Yep.
the whole turn to aim, or just a half action?
Half action.
All right. Good old +10.
That leaves Arlud.
Hold on.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
moving. Also, Arvek, I was fucking wrong. I was wrong. Your movement was only 4.
Oh yeah.
Damn it, Hojo, we trusted you.
Trust me. Not that it matters now, though.
It just passes.
Okay. One final screaming hybrid emerges from the flames, thrashing and fighting as they consume him. Your bolt round ends its existence. The horde is destroyed.
Exploding him merrily.
Blowing him into chunks of bloody flesh, which are swallowed by the flames. There is one of you left. And it is Is it Chaplain?
It is
Yeah.
Chaplain,
Chaplain.
roll perception.
Give me a perception test, Chaplain.
Wait,
I'm gonna put the dog out real quick. Keep going.
is there anything left of the enemies?
No, blind
No, this
man.
one is destroyed. Chaplain,
Blind
or
man.
rather, should I say,
Arlud.
Arlid, give me a perception test.
Roll the 91.
God damn it.
Do you want to re-roll?
My
that?
perception is. My
Do you
perception
want
is
to
39. So
49 with your suit? Do you want to re-roll that?
does the augury ray help him anything? No.
Oh god, yeah, the augury adds plus 20, so your skill is actually 69. You might be able to do this. Do you want to re-roll it?
Reroll.
Yeah.
Reroll.
You only get 3 fate points. God damn it.
87.
Don't you dare re-roll again.
Are you sure?
No.
Do
Don't
it.
listen to me.
Do it.
They refresh after the session, right?
Yeah.
How many do I have?
You should have 2 or 3 left, depending on what your starting was.
I started with 3.
You have 2 left.
Seems pretty important.
Let's try this.
Where's your ones, man? Hey.
Oh god.
What did you roll?
52.
How many degrees of success is that?
Wait, shit. Shit.
Oh no! I forgot the degrees of success shit.
So my total perception now is 69, right?
Yeah.
So that's
Plus 10 because of your auto senses, plus 20 because of your auger. Add that on
Yeah.
top of your base.
out of my 39.
Is there any
So that makes
Is there any
60
perception
69.
bonus? Is there any perception bonus to Oath of Knowledge?
No.
No.
Sure.
so it's 1 degree of success,
That's not
1.5.
Okay. And what do you want to do?
That's lost knowledge, man. Don't you dare roll again. You need that fate point in case you need to start living.
Living.
In case
Or
we
if-
come across that other dreadnought thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna reroll it.
Okay. The flames flicker and crawl in your vision, Arlod, consuming the rest of the horde. Your armor's auto senses scan the burning debris and find no movement or other signs of life. What's your action?
Would there be any benefit to reading this room to explode and then leaving?
You're a
Yeah.
goddamn mad man.
It could disrupt power to areas of the Borealis Spire if you took the time and wired some of the arteries to blow. But whether that would significantly change the tactical situation is another question.
And we could pass it to get.
Who's in the rear?
The further, how far did you move back, Hojo?
It's 4 meters.
So you have Hojo and Ice furthest back. I moved back my half, so 1 second, see my movement. I moved back 6, so I'm in the furthest back now.
Okay. Aralud, what is your action? Are you simply taking stock, surveying, checking, reloading, what?
What was that?
I'm gonna go back into formation, which would make me in the middle and Fontas and
Okay.
Saint in the back.
Well, it depends.
So-
What's your movement speed? Your movement for a half action.
It's agility.
My movement speed 5, half.
Okay, yeah. So you are in the middle. That means I'm at the furthest back. You're in the middle, and then it's Ice. Sorry, Arvek and Radagast in front of you, and in front of him is Fontis, who is aiming instead of moving back.
Crazy motherfucker.
So Fontis is the only one who's not in formation.
Okay. And I still need to know Aralud's action as this round ends.
There is nothing to shoot, so
Okay,
You could
so
always, what the hell is that thing called? You could always go on Overwatch. Since apparently the combat situation isn't over, as hinted by the GM.
Orders stand.
So what am I in solo mode?
no.
You should
Nah.
still be in squad. You should still be in squad mode unless you said you're coming out of it.
Just thought because I wasn't in formation.
No, you're still in squad mode. You're just not in formation.
We know you're out of
It's a self-directed formation.
Just gonna keep my eyes peeled. It's a half action, right? Using your auger array.
Anyone else mind just go blank?
Requires concentration and a half action. Yeah. So half move, half. Concentrating on my auger array.
You hear, Juicy?
sorry, there was some
It
back.
allows me to reroll on perception-based tests. So I didn't have to spend a fate point or 2.
Oh, okay. So you got one for free, so you didn't have to spend a fate point on that one. So you've technically only spent one. You want to still spend a second for another roll, or you're just going to keep
Oh
it there?
god.
Just keep it there.
The gambling.
Okay, so Chaplain, are you... Did somebody say you were entering Overwatch or something, or was that Hoja?
It was Hoja thing. But I have to use a half action to use my auger array, and then half move. So
Okay, so you've moved.
Yeah.
Right. As the squad shifts and regroups its formation ahead of the firestorm, Theros. Above you, there is a flicker of spider-like movement. Drowned flesh, blue-white, and crimson.
Above! I switch out for my force sword. How far away is this thing?
They've got the drop on you.
I got quick draw.
You've got quick draw, they've got a surprise attack.
Alright,
Yeah, they
I'll
got
take it. I got a maglock, quick draw, and lightning reflexes. Every spaceman has lightning reflexes, right?
No.
They still got the drop on us.
I know, that's fine. I'm just fucking weighing up my odds here.
Gene Stealers.
Phil.
Because it's as a distraction.
Phil.
We've been tricked.
The weak guide the weak.
We must pay them back in fire.
Arlud, what did you just do before you ended your turn?
He
Was that-
used his auger and he moved back into formation.
Fontis, you've been hit. Sorry, Theros, you've been hit.
Do I not get a damage roll or something?
Theros, 16 damage, penetration 3.
Oh, you motherfucker. What does penetration 3 do? What does that go into?
Strips 3 points off your armor.
Alright, and I have...
They didn't get enough degrees of success to double their penetration.
So how do I roll this?
Wait, hold on.
Don't.
He can't use his reaction to roll for a dodge or perhaps a parry.
It's a surprise attack, man. You lose your reaction.
That's right. Not bad.
So how much damage do I take?
Right. The armor on your chest is 10, yes?
I have Mark 8.
Yes, so it's 10 armor on your chest, reduced to 7. What's your toughness?
My toughness is 43, but I may have some kind
Doubled is 8.
Isn't
So
it?
7 plus 8 is 15. Right, it's only done 1 point, it's only done 1 wound to you, but it's punched through your armor.
Can I go off...
Natural toughness.
If I go off strength, can you go off strength or do you have to go off toughness?
Oh, it goes off toughness for reducing damage, dude.
Okay.
Does it go times 2 for a natural toughness?
Yes, that's already been taken into account.
Okay.
So I get 1 wound.
1 wound.
That takes me from 23 to 22. Juicer, congratulations. I'm going to have to write wounds in my notes.
As one of the horrors drops on Fontis in a flurry of flashing claws, the decking between your boots erupts open as more of the horrors emerge amongst you.
Have we landed into aliens?
I know I said
Colonial
Juicer.
Marines?
You are now in violent melee with a pack of gene stealers.
How many? How many?
Is it 20? No, 30.
He's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us all.
Maybe we should blow that window now. Some of these pipes.
Pressurizing won't do shit. We're gonna have to blow them up if we're gonna do anything.
Blow these fucking pipes.
Like this, I told you guys.
Now you're asking for it?
Oh wait,
Sounds
there's
like an
words. There's words. You read
Why isn't that going to do anything if we depressurize the room?
Because that's just method. If you pull the pressure out, the oxygen out, it's not gonna actually. It doesn't actually suck anything out. It pulls out some of the oxygen, but it's not as flashy as it is in Hollywood.
They're full-blown gene stealers. It won't stop them anyway.
If you can be in space and rip open the wall of the spaceship, and you're not gonna get sucked out like you do in the movies. Because it's low pressure in space, not high pressure.
Right.
Okay. Now I need to use the loo. I'm going to be a couple of minutes. They are amongst you straight into melee.
This gives us a few minutes to actually talk. This is like a
Yes,
time
it does. I cannot overstate how lethal these things are in close combat, man. That's
Yeah, I
why
know.
I was calling for perception tests.
Yeah,
So
Juicer,
if you're
how
going to
many?
use your tactics, there are 5 of them. So if you're going, and they are not a horde.
That's not.
They are 5 individual elite combatants. So if you're going to come up with your tactics, if you're going to use your squad mode abilities or whatever, plan that now.
Hold on.
Hojo,
You go ahead to the loo. I gotta talk to these fuckers.
Hojo, post the squad.
Try
abilities
throw
for
a-
Oath of Knowledge.
I should
be
throw
fine.
a Nova grenade, correct?
Not into melee, no.
No, no, you
Drop
bad
it
man.
at my feet.
I was gonna do the same for Photon Flash, to be honest.
They're in melee with us. One is on top of me, may I add. Just to get you
Yeah.
guys aware of that. One has me in its grasps.
Hold on, please listen.
Alright.
Photon Flash won't actually blind us, but it will blind them. And since we're all in melee,
Why
it'll
won't it
blind all
blind
of
us?
us. Because we have auto senses on our suits, and the Flash is not strong enough to get past it. Only affects organics like them.
Nova would fuck us.
I'm gonna
Nova,
I'm gonna make
Nova
a little
is
private
for-
roll
Go ahead.
of 100. Alright, no, I'm good.
Nova is for fighting anyone who has access to power armor.
Rojas. Hojo. The squad abilities. Well, I mean
Gone.
the squad mode abilities. Are
Gone.
they for every chapter separately? I mean, which one counts?
The ones that count are these that I've posted down. I believe those are the ones that we get from the oath that Saint took earlier, the oath of knowledge. As well as that, we have access to the chapter specific ones that he has, but only if we pass the cohesion test. Otherwise, only he can use it.
No, Kido. So
What do we have with Oath of Knowledge again? Do you have that in hand to post?
I sure do.
Are we gonna re-roll initiative, or are we keeping the same initiative as last time?
I guess it's up to you, sir. Now, for Oath of Knowledge, we chose the one for increased... Well, I chose the one for increased weapon skill and ballistic skill against specific enemy type. The enemy type I chose was Gene Stealer, not Tyrannid.
These are definitely gene stealers.
Yeah, these are Gene Stealers.
I don't know. Maybe.
He posted a picture that was very Gene Stealer. Those are Gene... I have a Gene Stealer on top of me right now. I can see him. I'm holding him and cradling. So, I'd appreciate it if someone would maybe think about getting this thing off of me. I'm going to try and get it off of me, too. It's going to be a thing I'm going to do. But... he's busting up my armor and I'm not cool with it.
because one of the White Scar's squad mode abilities is attack pattern swift assault. That means that anyone who's in support range of me gains a bonus half action each round as long as one of the actions they perform is of the movement subtype, with the exception of a dodge reaction.
You only get one attack move per round, though, is the only annoying thing.
Yeah, but it has to be a move. So you get some extra half action.
I think the
which you use
I think
something
the
else.
plus 10 to weapon skill and ballistic skill isn't too shabby in itself, though.
No. As long as we play it smart.
Especially
perhaps-
especially since we all really suck at shooting. That plus 10 ballistic skill is coming very handy, and I imagine the plus 10 weapon skill will also come in very handy.
But that's the
Yeah, my
thing.
weapon skills are already stupid as hell, so...
Shooting into melee presents a hard malice of negative 30% to actually hit the fucker.
Well, no, it's not just ballistic skill it's plus 10 to, it's weapon skill as well.
I know. I'm just saying.
Ah, okay.
I can't shoot them. Neither can Arvek. He's gonna have to jump up there.
You can hit them though.
I can't.
Yeah, I'll just shoot my flamer in the melee combat. That'll end very well.
I don't think, I'd probably, yeah, please let's not do that.
No, I don't want to.
What do you have to roll? What stat do you have to roll on to grapple?
I believe it's a test against strength.
Oh, I've got thy strength is legendary.
But it might just be more efficient to cut the fucker.
So maybe grab him and then blood lance through his face.
Yeah, maybe.
Just to ensure that kill. Surely headshots do more damage, right?
Right, I'm back. Sin,
Okay.
I've got my Gene Stealer notes. It's not pen 3, it's pen 7. So you need to take 4 more wounds.
Yeah. So how many wounds do I lose total?
5.
Yamato.
Now you can spend fate points, I believe, to reduce wounds you take from a blow.
How much will it reduce it by?
I think it reduces it by 1d5 or 1d10.
I'll take it.
Saint.
1d5 or 1d10, which one?
I've got my book here, one moment.
I'll roll a d10 anyway, because I don't have a d5 on this thing.
Saint.
Yo.
Looking at our squad actions, they're all asked for this particular situation. It's a long shot, but go ahead and use a chapter-based ability. We're probably not going to live without it.
What one?
Pretty sure the Blood Angel ones are all close combat.
It removes
related.
1d10 damage, Saint.
1d10?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you don't take any wounds thanks to the blessing of the Emperor. It tears through the carapace of your chest, but the claws, thanks to some miracle of the Omnisire, tangle and snag in the power conduits underneath the adamant. And although the creature's weight nearly bears you to the ground, somehow, through some blessing, although your skin is slashed, your fused breastplate holds against the assault.
This armor is sacred, Xenos.
Alright, so check.
My,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say my squad mode ability is for melee. Both of them are, and they're pretty good.
It's a Blood Angel one we've got to go with, though, I'm afraid, because I am the squad leader. So Hojo, any sort of suggestions you can make in that regard?
No, I haven't even seen your fucking squad mode abilities as a Blood Angel.
Yep, neither have I.
God damn.
Let's
Go to the core rulebook. It's right in the core rulebook. Take a minute to look.
I have the core rulebook here.
What are the Blood Angels?
I just try to find the page. Hojo, do you know the page?
No. But I will find it, God damn it.
I am also looking. Solo mode ability, squad mode. It's 217.
Okay, there's Blood Frenzy. Page 218.
Fuck it, let's go with it. Blood Frenzy, what does it do?
I'm gonna put it in Discord. We gotta roll fucking cohesion for it.
Do you roll against for cohesion?
Oh wait, shit, those are solo abilities. Fuck!
Oh yeah, there are solo mode abilities.
Well,
Are
there
they
goes.
solo?
Yeah, those are solo.
So what page is the squad abilities?
Just go to, let's see, Blood Angels, page 41.
No, it'll be in this, the rest of them with me. You know, it's down a page on 219 is where the squad modes abilities start on.
I've rolled initiative for the Gene Stealers, guys.
Furious Charge, free action. Are they already directly in melee, or is there a space for everyone apart from me to charge back in and make contact?
They are already in melee mode. This is why everybody was making perception tests. If somebody had passed, they had 3 degrees of success on their test. If somebody had got 3 degrees of success and interrupted them, you would have been able to shoot, and they'd have had to have actually leapt into close combat as an action. As it was, nobody spotted them.
Alright, I gotcha, damn it.
Now do you understand, well, what were the menials?
I'll show you, Deathwatch Captain. I'll show you, you sack of shit.
Oh, wait a minute. What about
The menials were a suicide cover for these guys.
Okay, wait, no, I do have a squad ability here for Blood Angels. Fury of Sanguinius.
Yep, you sure do. It's a free action. 3 cohesion.
No, I haven't used any cohesion points this far.
No, that's how much it costs.
Yeah, but I haven't used any so far, so I should have all. I should have 6 cohesion.
Yes, and using this ability reduces it to 3.
Okay, and it will give me, let's see... the Battle Brother and those in support range add +10 to their weapon skill, strength and toughness, including any corresponding increases in strength bonus and toughness bonus.
So basically you and Fontis will benefit from this, because he is a successor.
Indeed, so I don't have to roll for this, do I?
No, you just get it.
Bosh. And is there any way that you guys can get it too?
We'd have to roll against the cohesion for it, so we'd have to roll beneath a 3 once you activate it.
Well, it has been activated. By the blood of the martyr Sanguinius, let the Xeno be purged.
Oh, it's just kind of bad.
Posting up their initiative, make your decision.
So, if you roll against the cohesion, do you use up cohesion points?
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, if you roll against it? No. No.
Okay, so you guys should all roll for it then.
What are we rolling against? I'm confused now.
You won't need to, because you're Blood Angel's successor.
Basically, everyone else who isn't that has to roll a d10. We get a number. If it's below the 3, we're good. We can share the ability.
So Radagast, Arlid, Aravak, 1d10 please, and roll 20.
I got a 2.
Oh,
Now, what does your squad mode give us?
+10 to weapon skill.
I got a
On
7.
top of the Oath of Knowledge, which is +10 to weapon skill.
I got a 3.
So do you have to roll under the, or can you, if you roll on the cohesion, does that include as you getting it or not?
I believe it's under.
What kind of matters?
Do we all need to get it, or is it on like a?
This is rolling for yourself, so you got it.
I don't even need it.
Aralud doesn't. Radagast may have got it. Do you
Now,
Hello?
for when you're rolling against cohesion, do you have to roll under it, or if you roll the same number as the cohesion, does that count as getting it or
It's
not
equal
getting it?
to or under.
Oh, excellent. So that means Radagast and Arvek and myself and Fontis all get +10 to their weapon skill, on top of the +10 we already get from Oath of Knowledge.
Well, it's +10 weapon skill, strength, and toughness.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's tons of stuff.
For
So,
this
Jet,
one turn.
everyone else, roll your initiative this turn. And
Oh
post it
yeah,
in
same as
Discord.
last time. Can't beat most of the Gene Stealers, but no. I should parry them with my axe.
So Gene Eatler is the first one, that's not right. Okay.
I feel this is where we die.
Let's just need wait. We're just waiting for.
Sin, on your action is when you can use that squad mode ability. We'll note the rolls that have been made. That's when it'll take place.
Okay. We just need to wait for. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Oh, their initiative's high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
we're
one.
gonna die.
This one.
Hey, Ross.
This one that attacked me. Will it? Will it get to attack again?
Yes, because it was a sneak attack.
Fuck me.
Yeah, Ross.
Sneaky, beaky like.
You're late, Rojas.
I know.
We started without you, Rojas.
That's alright.
Rojas, your arrival might just save your kill team here.
Roll for initiative.
Get in roll 20 and roll for initiative. In the meantime, can Juicer,
And for the squad.
can you explain to Rojas? If Rojas, are you actually ready to come and join us, or are you just passing?
No, I'm good to go.
Okay, so if you want to get into roll 20, first thing to do is roll roll a 1d10 for against cohesion.
Now you can join us in getting boned by gene stealers.
Okay, never mind. So
Nine.
if you failed that against cohesion, now roll initiative. So roll another d10. No, that's not your. That's initiative. That was your cohesion.
One.
Oh,
So yeah, your agility's. What's your agility? What's your
Hold
agility?
up.
Okay.
Alright, it's 5, basically.
Did you get 1+1 initiative from your armor?
No.
Okay, so yeah, you got. You just throw a 6 into Discord then. So just to get you up to speed, after we burnt out the librarium, the artifact, we're moving towards the terminal, the data terminal. We're in a sort of factory type setting. There are pipes that have flammable stuff in it, so we can't use anything energy based like plasma guns or anything that may rupture it, or the whole factory might go up. We just took out some walking people, gene stealery, suicide zombies with bio bombs on them, and now gene stealers have literally jumped down from the roof. They snuck up on us. One's landed on me and smashed part of my armor. I somehow managed to avoid any damage, and then the floor gave away. There are 5 gene stealers. They're already all on top of us, and we're in melee right now pretty much, and I have a gene stealer on me. And you just rolled initiative on this. Welcome back.
Rest in peace.
Okay, let's get this on. Sin, your gene stealer. You two are literally bouncing off the walls. It is horrifically strong, stronger even than a marine. However, its alien shrieks are matched by your cold Astartes fury.
I am
misses.
seething with rage right now. And the blessings of Sanguinius about to break from my lips. My armor has a history of like strength be legendary, and the fury of my chapter bounds me. This gene stealer will die.
He hits you first, though.
It misses.
The Emperor protects.
On a weapon skill of 60, on a weapon skill of 65, it missed.
I am the demon of the Emperor.
Radagast, the next one. The decking beneath one of your great armoured greaves is torn open like tissue paper, and one of the beast's multiple arms rips up your leg as it swarms up like some grotesque undead spider straight into you.
Does Icy not go next? Now that I think about
No, this is the Horde going. This is where we're getting fucked up right now.
it. Right.
Two at 18, one at 14,
It
and one
hits.
at 13.
Can I not use a reaction now?
You can parry. This is no longer a surprise round. It was only one of them that was close enough to take advantage of that. But it's hit. What is your reaction?
Oh hell! I need to take that parry. Give me that parry, baby.
How come Rojas' initiative B6 when he rolled a 9?
Was
That
for
was,
the,
the 9 was for the cohesion.
You got the 1. That's his initiative.
To see if he gets the squad ability when it gets around to my turn or not.
So let me get this straight. I have to do a weapon skill test.
Weapon skill test.
Plus 10 because of the oath of knowledge.
Yep.
Plus
You
10
know
because
how they fight.
of the weapon.
Plus
Not
10
yet.
for a what?
Because the weapon itself is a chainsword.
Oh yeah,
Chain
plus 10 to
sword is
parry.
balanced.
Do you have a chainsaw?
I do.
What the fuck? You should have said.
I did.
You did.
What sort of chainsaw do you have? What does it look like?
It's just a regular Stardy's chainsword, markless.
So Mark 10, probably.
It's what color?
Probably piss yellow like the rest of me,
You
along
black.
with the black over it.
Okay.
Have
Not for
envisioned
long.
existence. Excuse me.
You could take the classic chevron of black and yellow, actually.
Black and yellow, black and...
Can I stab him instead?
Don't worry, man. I think the
Roll
gene
to parry, man.
I think the gene stealer's got you covered.
Rolling against the 59. If I can fucking find it. God damn!
What'd you
Roll
get?
the 97.
Oh, ouch.
Fucking fumbling over my fingers. Go ahead.
You're gonna use a
The
fate
damage.
point?
It might not be worth it right now.
What, to avoid the hit from the gene stealer?
You know what? Why the hell not?
Yeah,
I'll
probably,
burn a fate point.
probably the time to do it would be now. So, you know?
There we go. Nice, healthy 32.
32, right. You've parried, and that's a good thing. As it swarms up you, Radagast, you smash it aside before it can hook its claws in. Third gene stealer on Arvek. Fucking misses.
Ha! I was gonna say, I dare it to hit me. Okay, so I think I go next then, right? Because that one
With
was
Arvek,
14.
it actually hooks 3 of its 4 arms around your leg, and it's for a moment it actually tries to yank you bodily through the decking. You're too big and too strong. Right, that was 18 to 15. We're now on the 14s. Does anybody have an initiative to match this?
I have 14.
Okay. Now, because this is enemy versus marine, it goes off agility bonus. Their basic agility bonus is, oh boy, 12.
I think I fail. Mine's 5.
Yeah, they've got agility 60 with unnatural times 2.
God damn.
Can I do cocaine real quick? And
Snort space blow for 10 points, just like the angry marines.
Oh boy.
Aralud, you've been hit.
Roll for a dodge. Roll for a dodge.
Yay! I rolled a 12.
You fucking hell.
dodge.
Throw that heavy weapon like those goddamn taffy.
Superhuman skill and a violent blow from your multi-melter staggers the creature as it leaps on you. The only thing buying you precious seconds of life here is your decades of combat training and a little bit of the Emperor as well, by the looks of things. Okay. The other 14 was you, was it you, Arvek?
Yeah.
Ah,
Arvek's
Lost
got a
people's
13.
names.
Arvek's 13.
okay, who's at 14?
Arvin's got 14.
Yeah,
Arrowlet
definitely.
has 13.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, Arrowlet's is 13. Yeah, Ice is the 14.
Arvek, your action.
I'm going to slice Gene Stealer with my power axe.
Preferably the one trying to kill you.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Let me think about that one.
Is there any way, I don't remember exactly, to do multiple swings, or do I only ever do one?
What's in your other hand?
Do you have swift attack as a marine?
Oh, no.
I was going to use that thing.
I figured it was like if you had two of the same weapon, or two melee weapons, or two ranged weapons, or some nonsense like that. I'll be honest, I'm not too sure on these rules.
Neither am I.
Piss.
Sorry, Ice, I missed your message in Steam.
Awesome.
So what's happening? Hello?
Hello.
What's going on?
Ice is trying to slice one of those. goddamn
So
guys.
Arvek, roll your ballistic. Roll your weapon skill, the +10 bonus, at least until Theros unleashes his primal roar of fury.
So Arvik
Oh
goes-
my fucking god. I'm gonna burn a fate point. So,
Wait, why? Miss.
got a 92.
You don't have to kill him.
I'd like to hit him.
That's fair enough. What are you holding in your hands, by the way?
I think I have a power axe and then the bolt pistol, I would assume.
And you said you have swift attack?
Yeah. I
That's,
thought Marines get that defaultly. Okay, there we go. That's much better. I got a 4.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, 4 of a D100. Yeah, that's much better than a negative.
I have
What'd you get?
60. A 4.
4.
Again, weapon skill is 60.
Let me see if I'm reading this right. I'm gonna put down swift attack in Discord. But it doesn't make sense to me. 'Cause you might have done more than just murder that fucking gene stealer.
What do you mean?
Okay, I'm reading that. And near the bottom half of it tells me that if you're holding one weapon, a melee weapon, and then a ranged weapon, you get the benefits of swift attack with the one melee weapon, as well as a single shot from the gun. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 2 melee attacks and a shot from your bolt pistol, or whatever you have in your other hand.
Ah, interesting. Do all Marines have swift attack?
Yes,
I
they
think
do.
just assault. I hope
What?
just Marines.
Pardon?
Pretty certain all Deathwatch Marines start with swift attack.
Because
It says here Angels of Death. I have the Assault Marine gains the swift attack talent. I don't
Oh.
think it's
The
default.
Assault Marine. Oh no, sorry, it's unarmed warrior and unarmed master that Marines start with.
see, I have a wrist-mounted bolt, Angelus bolter. Would that count for swift attack?
Add the swift attack talent.
I don't know if I do.
I don't think you do.
Oh.
So do I roll weapon skill twice then, and then ballistic skill once?
Weapon skill once, do 2 damage rolls, and then
Okay.
ballistic skill once, I believe.
You're already
Okay.
You already
29.
rolled weapon skill.
And
Yeah,
ballistic
weapon skill
is
already.
So I hit the 2 melee and the bolt pistol shot.
Calm down, Dante.
Oh wait, do you have to roll reaction, Juicy?
Yes.
Jeez, that-
Are you using swift attack, Arvek?
Yes.
Right. Have you rolled your second attack?
Yeah.
Did they both hit?
Wait, so I need to roll 2 weapon skills then?
Yes.
You rolled already.
Okay, all 3 of my attacks hit. The bolt pistol, and the 2 melee all hit.
Right, okay. It's got 2 parries.
Okay.
Seriously, they have. Where's it gone?
I've got 4 arms.
They've got lightning reflexes. They get an extra reaction each round.
Well, they can't parry a bolt pistol shot, so at the very least.
So I
can
imagine the
in-
bolt pistol shot
They
happened
can in
last.
melee. Because in melee, when you fire a pistol, an opponent can parry it, and it represents knocking the gun aside.
Oh, yeah.
Not parrying the bullet, they're parrying the arm firing it.
Did they pass?
However, it has parried 1 chainsaw blow,
Power.
one power axe blow, but the second blow and the pistol shot all go through. And it's an exchange of blows which wouldn't look out of place if you've ever seen Equilibrium.
Does the power field have any effect in this case, or no?
No, believe it or not, for some reason it doesn't affect weapons with a natural natural weapon quality.
Okay.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah, you think touching that would hurt?
I think touching that would lop off a fucking limb.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll damage then.
Please do. Have you ever seen Equilibrium? There's some excellent one-on-one fight scenes. Very, very fast and martial artsy. But there's a bit where there's 2 people basically trying to disarm each other's guns. That's kind of what I'm picturing almost with Arvek at the moment, except it involves a gigantic fucking power axe and then a bolt pistol to the face.
Now,
So I got a 12 for the bolt pistol.
Okay, remember, with the bolt pistol, you roll 2d10, pick the
Yeah,
highest.
that's what I got
13.
1, and then 78.
So what were your 2 dice rolls for it?
8 and 1.
8 and 1. So 8 added to 9 is 17.
Oh, it's 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, Starty's bolter is 1d10 plus 9, pen 5.
Ah. Then yeah, then the 17. And then
Okay.
how do you do melee damage again?
You add your strength bonus, including doubling your basic number, to the weapon's damage. Okay. So its toughness is 6, and its armor, it only gets 1 point of armor against that bolt pistol shot. So 7, and you did, what was it, 17?
Yeah.
You've blown off half its health. Make this blow count, Arvek.
So I think I got a 20 with the power axe. Because I rolled a 2 and the plus 8 for the standard power axe attack, and then the plus 10 for my 50 strength, so...
10, 20 plus 20. Don't forget, your armor adds 20 to that, so it adds 2 additional melee damage. So that's 22.
Well, no, mine only has plus 10 because of the mark. It's
Okay.
10 strength.
Which strikes the killing blow? The bolt pistol or the axe?
The axe.
Okay. Your bolt pistol shot blows off one of its 4 arms. As it screams in agony, the axe cleaves it in twain, literally slicing it in half and severing its alien equivalent of its spinal column, killing it instantly. The 2 halves flop away from you in a spray of alien ichor, its spider-like thrashing tearing the decking to flinders and ribbons. Arvek, you've killed initiative 15.
Nice.
Okay. Who's next?
well, it's between Radagast and I.
13 for me.
13. And the last Gene Stealer also goes on 13.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Arlet, didn't see your 13. I'm a little bit eager to get this fucking Gene Stealer off me, I'm sure you understand.
I'm not gonna do much with my bolt pistol.
Okay. The Gene Stealer's action. Fontis.
No, Arlet. Oh, no, Gene Stealer.
No,
Sorry. Oh, never
Nor
mind.
as well.
Never mind, my bad.
Alright. The Gene Stealer's attacking me, or
Dodge it like a pro.
And it's a mighty blow as well.
alright. I'm wearing Merc 3 iron armor.
Parrying, what are you doing? You're wearing iron armor.
Mm-hmm.
What? My god.
Joseph.
I'm pretty sure we weren't allowed Mark 1 to 3, right?
What? Thought we were talking about it said pick whatever which one you want.
No, it's Mark 1 to 2 you're not allowed in
Okay.
the rules. Oh boy. In that case, Havel, you really want to parry this because this is going to go right through that iron armor like tissue paper.
Mm.
Because it doubles its penetration for that roll.
Are we about
All right.
Are we about to lose our tech marine?
The death of Fontas.
Sad music just came on too.
He joins just so he can die. Oh wait, no. Do I have the wrong character?
Don't forget all your bonuses and your third arm.
The Emperor protects.
What are our bonuses for the Linny again? Or whatever the prayer was?
You get plus 10 to parry this fucker. And you can parry for free because of your Mechadendrite.
And you have plus 10 to weapon skill for the Oath of Knowledge.
Alright, and then I get my... Alright,
That's what the
so...
plus 10 to parry comes from.
Okay, my bad.
So the plus 10 for the Oath of Knowledge, and then plus 5 for my weapon skill.
What's your weapon skill?
55.
Sorry, say again?
55.
55. Okay, so you got a 65% chance of parrying this.
Alright.
Also, I've just noticed these fuckers have got lightning attack. I'll have to remember that next round.
So I rolled... Yeah, just one. I just succeeded by one.
That's still enough. You're parrying with your Mechadendrite.
Sure.
Your Mechadendrites form a whirling, thrashing, clawing nest of mecha tentacles that tangle the Gene Stealer up. Its limbs thrash at your face, trying to peel open your armor like it was made of tinfoil, but it can't reach you because of your cybernetic limbs. Who's next?
Me.
I'm sorry, guys. Is it my turn yet, or are we still good?
We're still good.
Okay.
Not much I can do with my multi-melta. The only other thing I have is my bolt pistol.
Wait, no, the floor fell away below us. Juicer, can you give us a little bit more explanation as to what happened there and where we landed? Like, are we away from those explosive pipes?
Yes.
Firing into melee with a multi-matter, how does that work?
It's not really possible. You can bludgeon with it like a club, but to fire it, you need to disengage enough to swing it into position.
As your standard gear, Chaplain, do you have any sort of combat knife or anything?
Yeah, of course.
All Marines always have their knife.
So you have a combat knife and a bolt pistol?
Yes, I do.
Well, as a Blood Angel, that's good as any. And considering my appreciation of the White Scars, I'm pretty sure that should be as good as any for them too.
I'm gonna try and slice it up a bit. There's one on me, right?
There is, yes.
Is there any way, have you got any bonuses or anything you've got with White Scars that you could utilise here?
I suppose to put this into context, although it's not entirely accurate, how well do Devastator Marines normally do in melee in Eternal Crusade?
Not too well.
No.
Exactly.
Well, I
Now,
rolled a
these
30
Marines do a
with
lot better, but it's still just as tricky to use a heavy weapon as a melee weapon.
Yeah. I rolled a 30 on my weapon skill of 45.
Wait, Arlid, are you using your multi-metal in melee or are you using your
No.
combat knife and bolted pistol?
Weapon skill, I said. I'm using my knife.
You're using your knife. Okay.
It's not gonna do much damage, but
Oh, you're
The gene
mistaken.
the gene stealer catches your wrist between its claws and twists it violently aside as you try to knife it.
Succeeds on a parry, huh?
Who's next?
That's between me and Radagast. I would recommend Radagast lets me go first so I can get this squad ability off that he would benefit from because he passed the roll. Would you accede to that?
In a way, I would, but that's only if you miss your attack.
Well, it's not the attack I'd be missing. I'd still get off the squad ability.
Yeah, the squad ability is a free action.
Do it.
And you passed the roll for that.
Go for it.
How'd you do it, Sin?
Well, Theros has been in a situation somewhat similar to this. Such barbarity. It's as similar as to what I said before. By the blood of the martyr Sanguinius. I can't remember what I said. Which kind of takes away from the climax of it all, but hey.
rewind your stream.
Yeah.
Wait.
By the blood of the martyr Sanguinius, as he protected the Emperor will protect us, brothers. As my first half action, I'd like to roll for Iron Arm, which is not an aggressive, so I should still get an attack.
Mm-hmm. As you bellow that, Theros, the bloodthirst surges into your teeth. They almost tingle with the need to drink the blood of the foe. Your successor brother also feels that same bloodthirst roar into his throat. It even spreads amongst those who are not your gene brothers. Those who passed their cohesion test feel the same bloodthirst clawing at the back of their throat as the fury fills their veins.
Fight as though the Emperor himself were watching. And I failed my Iron Arm.
Holy shit.
I have 2 fate points left. I would like this Iron Arm for parry. So I'm going to burn my final fate point.
Right,
I roll a 17.
it's off.
So I got my Iron Arm.
In your second action?
I'm going to attack with my Force Sword. Take the head from the beast. I'm just having a quick look at Iron Arm to refresh. Yeah, it's to ward off enemy attack. But he missed his attack anyway, so that's just for next turn. So, yeah, Force Sword. Sorry, I thought it was on the character sheet I got written down, but it isn't. 1d10 plus 2.
Remember to increase the damage and the penetration by 1 point each for each point of your psi power.
I'll have to roll to hit him first, don't I? I rolled a 27. I get plus 10 for Oath of Knowledge, plus 10 for the squad ability. And I rolled a 27 on...
91. It does not parry.
Try to see the degrees of success on that. My weapon skill is 60 after bonuses. And then I get plus 10 to weapon skill for Oath of Knowledge and plus 10 for the squad ability on top of that. So 80.
Degrees
I rolled a
of success
27. I rolled a 27. I had to get below 80.
You've hit him, and and it's failed to parry.
I guess it's time to roll for damage.
It really is. And to increase your damage by 1 point as well for your enhanced strength.
So my 1d10 was 3 before I knew it was increased. So it's 3 plus 2, and I add in plus an extra 3 for my psi rating.
It's a deep blow. On a human, it would have cut deep enough to open an artery. It slices through the Gene Stealer's carapace, but it finds no purchase on anything vital. It has done no damage.
No damage with pen 2?
It does drive it back several steps, though.
No damage at all. Fuck me.
The total damage reduction is 5 armor and 6 toughness, so 11.
Is there any other modifications from the Force Sword at all?
Well, remember, if you had a half action, you could use your psi power to do the psi surge through the psi sword, which is pretty much guaranteed to kill anything.
I thought that came free of charge. Bugger.
It actually counts as a psi power activation.
I'll have to remember that, because I do get half action or full actions as half actions. You said it's just a half action, so doesn't it? Oh well, that's fine. So I do no damage to it.
Hold on. You
Well,
already accounted for it all, right?
Well, the banner stands, so the squad stands.
You sure that the channeling thing isn't a free action?
I'm just checking that now.
Because that's what I thought it was. As long as it was being used by a psyker, it was activated, but I may be wrong.
What's your psi rating, Saint?
3.
3. Okay.
I rolled.
It is a free action. Right, opposed willpower tests.
Okay. Now, my psychic hook, I believe. Let me just check. Plus 5 bonus to all focused power tests, including nullification attempts.
Yeah, you can match wills within the psychics to try and cancel their power.
So I'm rolling a d100. Is the long story short, right?
Against your roll.
Or is it you that's rolling it?
It's failed its willpower test, but you still need to pass your focus power test.
So what do I have to roll for that? D100.
Same as casting a normal power, man. And this could save your bloody life here.
Okay, right. So my willpower is 40.
You gain plus 5.
I rolled a 44.
That's 1 degree of success. So you do 1d10 damage, ignoring its armor and toughness bonus.
This is why I like the Force Sword. 1d10 attack. 1.
So its carapace deflects most of the blow, but there's a snap of psychic power which blows out a couple of its teeth. The Emperor willing a taster of its eventual fate, but this thing is very much alive and matching the fury in your veins with its cold alien hatred.
So gritting my teeth. I guess its claws are still scratching against my what's left of my chest armor.
It's making an extremely spirited attempt to disembowel you at the moment.
And I'm making an extremely spirited attempt to disembowel it.
Well, to be fair, killing something with a psi sword surge goes a little bit beyond killing the flesh. It actually tears the soul from the body.
I will wipe it from existence.
Okay, who's next?
Fact, just a little.
Boy.
God damn it. Okay, no, never mind.
Radagast, what's your action?
I would like to activate a photon flash grenade and drop it as a free action.
Holy shit.
Right on my feet.
Okay, well that's not gonna. I'm not gonna require you to make a test for that. You just dropped the grenade. Are you warning your brothers?
Hell no. They don't need a warning. It won't affect them. They won't see it coming neither, but that's not important.
Okay, the effect of the photon flash then.
Anyone within 15 meters, they have to pass the toughness test or they're blinded for 1d5 rounds. So all the gene stealers. Does not affect our brothers because, of course, they have auto senses.
One gene stealer fails the test.
Which one?
Well, alright.
On the 5 rounds.
Which gene stealer?
Yeah, that's up to you, Juicy.
Roll a 1d5 for me, please.
I got a 6.
6. It's the one on initiative 15, the one fighting Aralud.
Oh,
Thanks,
good
man.
shit.
Ah,
Did I roll on
that's
the-
actually
It's-
really helpful.
It is. It squeals in agony as its retinas are burned to the back by the photonic flash, and it shies away. It leaps back violently. Descriptively, it's still locked in combat with Aralud, but it's now in extremely bad position.
All of its weapon skill tests, I believe, take malice of 30.
Mhm.
Should I do another d10 for how long it lasts?
If you would please, man, that could be important.
I rolled a 5.
That'll last 3 rounds.
There you go.
Okay, and with your other half action.
Oh no, that was a free action, Chief.
Okay, and with your what's name?
A full whole action. But there's not much I could really do with that.
There is a brilliant glimmering photonic flash between you all, absorbed by your auto sensors. No warning from Brother Radagast, but being Marine's malevolent, would you have expected one? His tactic, though, has borne fruit. One of the gene stealers is blind.
I'll be honest, I did not expect that to work. And for the most part, it didn't.
Well, they had a 60% chance of passing, so statistically, you should have got 2 of them. So what is your action then?
I wish to make a guarded attack.
Okay.
So minus a malice of 10 to weapon skill, but in the next turn I get a bonus of 10 to parry and dodge.
Okay, now it's a good thing that 98 isn't a botch.
Weapon skill of 39, plus the bonus from
So it's 49.
Saint 49.
It goes back down to 39, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And then from the squad
no. Yeah, that is a squad ability. Oh wait, no. It is backed up for 49 because of Fury of Sanguinius.
Furious Sanguinius. The fury of the Primarch, not your own, burns in your throat, Radagast. You've never experienced something like this.
Pretty weird. Ah, don't matter. I rolled a 70.
You want to re-roll it?
For today we were but cousins, but on this day we are brothers.
Alright, calm down, Witchkin. I rolled a 70, I'm keeping it.
Okay. Who's next?
It's me.
Okay.
Oh, it's caught up in my mechadendrites.
Fontis. Yeah. Your mechadendrites are basic. The way I visualize it, they're forming almost like a living metallic wall. It's like trying to throw itself, for the brief few seconds, it's like trying to throw itself through a nest or a spider's web of metal.
I'm gonna try to disembowel it with my chain bayonet.
Okay, make your melee attack then. If you hit, it has not parried.
It rolled a 63.
Nope. I didn't make it.
Would you like to reroll?
Don't forget the Oath of Knowledge. Don't forget the Furious Sanguinius.
I did. Those are on the side. That's like plus 10, right?
Plus 20.
Oh, plus 20.
Yeah. Be 58.
That
Yeah,
still
but
would
yeah,
have just failed if it was.
So what do you want to do, man?
Guess I'll re-roll. Or I have to spend a fate point to do that, right?
You do, yes.
Yep, I guess I'll re-roll, use one of my fate points, because fuck Gene's do it. That one was even worse, so I still fail.
Nice. Okay, and finally, Rojas.
Hooray!
Brother Cullen.
Who here needs healing?
Healing, dude. We got five. We got
Actually-
Right now.
Actually,
we're one
as of
gene
yet,
stealer down, right?
no one.
Nobody needs healing.
We're of one
Oh,
stealer.
yeah.
We're one gene stealer down right now, right?
This is likely to change dramatically next round because I've just discovered, because it's actually hidden in their list of traits right above the bottom, these fuckers have 3 attacks each.
Oh, goddamn.
Good thing I killed one of them.
So as of next round, guys, they're using lightning attack.
Am I the only one who killed anything, or
Yes.
So far, yeah, you're the only one with a kill.
guys, pick it up?
Do yourself a favor. Convince someone to grapple theirs.
We have 4 left, and 6 of us. We have 1 person attacking left. This is far from over.
I'm gonna go help. My next turn, I want to go help the heavy, or the.
Okay, and they're not a horde, they're all individual targets. Which Gene Stealers have died, sorry?
The one fighting Arvek is dead.
Okay, so there's 4 remaining.
God damn.
So, which Gene Stealer was that was targeting Arbeck? Gene Stealer 1, 2, 3, or 4?
That was 5.
Oh, sorry, Gene Stealer 5. Gene Stealer 3 is blind.
Alright, then I attack Gene Stealer 3 with my plasma gun.
Ah. Oh, with your plasma gun.
We're in melee.
You're in melee, man. You need a pistol or a melee weapon.
Oh, good. I have a power sword.
Oh.
Well,
Striking a blind target, I believe, is plus 20 to your test.
yeah.
And you
good.
have plus 10 weapon skill from Oath of Knowledge.
Oh, sweet. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so power sword 1d10.
You have to roll a hit first, so just roll a d100.
Okay. 35.
What's your weapon skill?
Oh my god, it misses its parry by 1%.
Oh! Alright.
Weapon skill 65, minus 30 for being blind. It needed a 35, it rolled a 36.
Well, my weapon skill is 47.
So 57, including Oath of Knowledge. You rolled a
Yeah.
35, that's what, 2 degrees or something?
Plus another 20 for striking a blind target.
Oh yeah, totally. So that's
77.
you rolled a
Really
35.
good success.
That's very much a hit. Roll your damage, man, as your power sword cleaves into it.
Alright, it's 4, and then power is. Well, it's 1d10, 4.
Embarrassingly, I just posted the roll in the wrong window.
Okay, I got 10. Because the damage is plus 6. And pen is 6.
Okay, so what was your dice roll? 4.
It was 4.
Okay, plus 6 is 10. What's your strength?
Strength
Yes, what's your character's strength?
is 45.
Okay, so double the first number is 8, so that's 18. So you add the 8 to the 10, that's 18. Your armor adds another 2 to that because it's plus 20 strength, but it doesn't factor into your double bonus. So that becomes 20, and your pen is?
6.
6. You cleave straight through its carapace and lop off one of its secondary arms with a single swing. It's still alive, but by its bellowing shrieks, it's not happy about it.
Well, damned if I care.
And Gene Steeler's almost screaming like, "Oh God, they love my lip, my arm!" But Gene Steelers don't do that.
Thank you.
It's like
They
4
shriek
arms.
like little shits they are.
Can you imagine
Okay.
such thoughts as happening? Ow!
Background to the top.
Thoughts. It's hive.
Theros, your Gene Stealer.
I was reading the force weapon rules. For every point of psi rating the wielder has, the weapon's damage and penetration increased by +1. So pen should have been, instead of being 2 pen, it should have been 5 pen.
Yeah.
And but it's all good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In a
so my
flurry of
DC
flashing limbs, Theros, matching your fury with its own, the Gene Stealer springs back at you like some kind of hunting felinoid, primitive beast. With its snapping claws, 2 of them miss. One of them, if you don't parry it, is going right through your armor.
Alright.
With 2, it doubles its penetration to 14.
Anyways, luckily, I cast Iron Arm last turn. Which should be... There it goes.
By the way, do you want me to keep posting these rolls up? Because they're really cluttering up the screen.
No, yeah, that's fine, man.
Keep posting.
So the description of Iron Arm is the librarian sheathes his arm in an impenetrable field of energy with the power to ward off powerful melee attacks. While this power is in effect, the librarian gains 1 additional reaction each round that may only be used to parry, with a bonus on the weapon skill test to parry equal to 3 times my psychic rating.
Which is 3, so but plus 9% to parry. Plus
And
10 plus 10 for your Oath of Knowledge, plus 19.
And then plus 10 for my Wrath of Sanguinius.
That's already gone.
No, that lasts for 3
One
rounds.
turn.
1 turn? Are you sure?
1 turn.
It's not sustained, no,
No, I
it's
thought it was-
it lasts for 1 turn.
Was it not 2 turns? 1 second.
No, Hoja's right. Blood Angel's free action cost 3 sustained. No, it just lasts that 1 round.
Okay. Well, still.
Hey,
So,
it got us a kill, so be happy.
Yep, that's fine. Well, still, my Iron Arm's still going to be good for parrying, though. So, 1x. Wait, is it 1 additional? Did it say? 1 additional reaction round.
You get a free parry base.
Yeah, it's a free parry. And do I get a parry anyway? So do I get 2 parries total, or just 1?
Yeah. That's how I do.
Well,
You get
I'll be-
2 parries.
I'll obviously be rolling to do this parry.
You only need 1. Only 1 of his strikes is actually going to hit you.
And for a parry, it's a D100.
Yeah, it's a weapon skill test. I've got to admit, this is not the smoothest of systems, is it?
No, it's fine. So I rolled a 79.
Okay, and what's your weapon skill? Plus 19.
My weapon skill is 60.
3 times your psi rating, man, plus 9. Just 10 for your Oath of Knowledge.
I rolled a 79, and my weapon skill is 60, plus the Oath of Knowledge, which is 70, plus the
Plus the
9.
9.
So I rolled a
So you actually
79,
rolled
I
it
got a
dead on the
79.
nose. You rolled it dead on the nose.
Yep,
You've parried it.
by the Wrath of Sanguinius. The squad ability may be over, but his fire lives on within Theros.
A claw that would have sliced clean through the ceramite of your armor instead crashes into the impenetrable psychic energy sheathing your arm and can go no further.
Theros pushes his face towards the Gene Stealer, clutching and grating his teeth on the other side of the ceramite that splits the two.
The urge to taste its blood is almost overwhelming. Second Gene Stealer fighting Radagast.
Uh-huh. Kill me, baby. So we can tell Sebastian to leave my gene seed.
Radagast 2 hits.
Alright. Let's see if I can parry one of them before I get fucking murdered.
Didn't it mess up his leg armor last round as well?
That was only descriptive.
Okay.
Didn't it mess up his...
Well, mine's been only descriptive too, but my armor's messed up on the front of me twice now.
Yeah, because the
actually
first
hit
blow
you.
did actually penetrate.
Yeah, it's went right out of my fucking black carapace.
Wow, that's pretty far. Let's say. Plus 10 because of the Oath of Knowledge. Plus 10 because of the guarded attack last turn. So that's plus 20.
Yep.
It didn't matter anyway. I rolled a 16.
Like a balls.
So you parried one of the blows.
Only one.
The blow to your leg or the blow to your chest?
Blow to my chest.
Your sword, raging teeth, drives aside the Gene Stealer's arm in a spray of gristle and shredded carapace. As it does so, it's so fast, it almost sidesteps from the blow, uses the momentum, and one of its secondary arms punches its claws through the back of your knee plate. The soft sheath of armor between your greave and your upper leg.
Gene Stealers can't know fear, right?
Sorry, say again, man?
Gene Stealers don't know fear, right?
No, they know no fear at all.
Okay.
Do you guys know the trait that gives it so you can attack after a parry?
Radagast, take
counterattack.
18 damage, penetration 7.
Is it not counterattack or something?
The lightning something, isn't it?
Yeah, something. I have seen it before because it's the skill that I'm looking to get because of Iron Arm gives me an extra parry.
One sec, guys. Hojo,
Oh.
what's the armor on your leg?
It's 8.
8. So the armor for that against this attack is 1. What's your toughness?
48.
So double that is 8, 9. You take 9 wounds.
Pretty bad.
I don't think you can get it Saint.
Pardon?
I don't think you can get that skill. I think it's Assault Marine only.
Hojo, you could roll a fate point to try and try and block some damage.
Chances are I'm going to be blowing myself up along with these guys. Go ahead.
Take his grenades off him.
Are you going to roll a fate point?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
So you're taking that damage.
Taking that damage.
Radagast, a spike of searing agony leaps up your leg as the Gene Stealer's claw cleaves through the back of your knee. The density of your genetically engineered muscle and your ceramite-laced bones prevents the blow from being crippling, but it would have taken a human being's leg clean off. Immediately, your armor injects pain suppressants and counter-agents to keep you fighting, but you felt the blow, you knew it was serious.
That's okay.
Okay. Next, the third Gene Stealer thrashing about is blind. Fighting Aralud. It's still going to make its lightning attack, but it's blind as a bat, and it misses all of them. Would have missed all of them even if it wasn't blind. It thrashes and rolls, screaming. It lashes its tail, trying to keep its attackers away from itself. One of its arms is gone. Its ichor is gouting all over the deck. It can find no purchase with its claws on anything. Okay. 4th Gene Stealer is dead. What Marines are on 14?
That would be me.
Aralud, your action.
It's Arvik.
Every time.
Too many A's.
Okay, so there's all 4 Gene Stealers are still, or 4 of them are alive, right?
4 of them are up. 1 of them is severely wounded.
Which one's that?
The ones Sebastian hit and the one that's grappling me.
The one that's grappling Aralud, and the one that Sebastian cleaved the arm off.
You might as well kill him.
Which one? Who is it? 2 turns ago, who took a bunch of damage?
Yo.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Radagast.
And then
Radagast's blood has sprayed across the decking and is already hardening into cinnabar.
Okay, I'm going to run towards that Gene Stealer and try and help him.
Okay. Your boot crushes the skull of the cleaved Gene Stealer at your feet as you sprint to your brother's aid.
And then I'll use the... Or can I not use Swift Attack?
Yes, you can use Swift Attack.
Yeah, I'll use Swift Attack now then, same as last time.
Okay, and you've got the gang up bonus on it at the moment, so you're plus 10 to your weapon skill.
plus the oath of knowledge.
It's 20.
Oh my.
Wait, what?
Oh! You got a 97.
Oh.
67.
Okay, so the one pistol and 1 axe.
Okay. They've hit, yeah?
Yeah.
It parries the pistol. It does not parry the axe.
Oh, yes.
Arvek, it rips its claw from your leg as it turns to face this new threat. It swats aside the barking bolt pistol, but between the two of you, its balance is compromised and the searing field around the power axe cleaves deep into its screaming frame. Roll your damage, Arvek.
Oh, okay, I got 26.
Oh my, what?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, 26. Because 8 plus 8 for the power axe normally, and then the plus 10 for my strength.
Okay. Its scream is a death scream because it's obliterated by the blow of the axe and the power field sheathing it. Half of its body is slop and ruin, and the other half of it is steam. You've saved your brother, Arvek.
Brothers, you must fight harder. I do not want to do all the work on these Gene Stealers.
You sack of shit.
Oh, can I get an O snap for that one?
Arrogance does not suit your chapter.
Why are you not surrounded in piss yellow?
Okay, who's next?
Me.
Oh
I'm
no,
going.
it's not. It's the 5th Gene Stealer. And the 5th Gene Stealer was fighting Fontis.
Doesn't sound like he gives a shit. Never mind.
Fontis, screaming with inhuman fury at being denied its cyborg prey, it tears its way through your mechadendrites and leaps onto you. 2 hits.
Alright. With all the bonuses, right, for the parry, so the 20.
You've passed.
Nope, hold on.
Remember, you've got 2 parries here. You've got your mechadendrite and your weapon.
The first one, I failed spectacularly. The second one, I rolled the 2. Rolled the 96 and then a 2.
So 1 blow goes through.
Yep.
Do you have anything to re-roll the failed one, or are you going to let it go through?
Well, it only beat me by like 10, basically. So I'll let it go through.
Right on. And for some reason, I've closed my dice roller window. One moment.
Save my other points, my other fate points.
It rolls a 1 for its damage.
Nice.
13 damage, pen 7. The blows to your torso, Fontis. So, what's your toughness and your armor?
My toughness is 45.
So double to 8. Plus 2, because as a tech marine, you have a cybernetic installed in your torso.
My torso is body armor's 10.
It doesn't actually wound you. The armor parts beneath its obsidian claws, but your hardened, puckered flesh and the holy cybernetics which are laced through it turn the claw aside before it can find anything vital. Your armor will require maintenance, brother, but it has preserved your flesh.
His armor will require maintenance.
Well,
Yeah.
I think yours might do as well, man. Okay, that was the Gene Stealer. Who's next?
I'm on top. I'm going for the throat of that one that's on me.
Okay,
Nice.
the blind one.
Yeah.
Right, you're plus 40 to your skill in total. 20 for being blind, 10 for ganging up on it, and 10 for Oath of Knowledge.
My weapon skill is 45.
So your skill is 85.
I rolled a 7-4.
That's a hit.
I'm plus 10 for both.
And it fails its parry with a 69.
Alright.
Combat knife for the win.
10 for damage.
Roll your damage, man.
I rolled a 10 for damage.
Great.
1d10.
Oh my god. Roll your weapon skill again, you need an 85 or less.
Does the bonus from Oath of Knowledge fall over to this?
8 rolls is
83.
it's the same weapon skill again. What'd you roll?
83.
Okay, that's a pass. Roll a d10 again, please.
Another 10.
Roll,
Keep
No,
writing.
you don't. No, you don't test again. Roll another 10. No. As in, don't need to confirm it goes critical again. Can you roll another 10 for me, Chaplain?
D10.
Another d10 for me.
That was the third 10. Oh my
Another 10.
Roll
Go!
again.
I'm taking the head home.
Just shanking this thing to fuck. Shank,
Oh,
shank,
yeah.
shank, 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 shank.
So what have you got? A 10, a 10, a 10, and what's the fourth one?
9.
A 9. Okay,
Yeah.
roll again because you critical against aliens on a 9 or a 10.
Give this man some honors. God damn.
A 5.
5, so a 10 plus a 10 plus a 10 plus a 9 plus a 5. What's your strength?
Strength 35.
39, doubled is
35.
6. 7, 8 for his suit. So 8 for his suit. So 44. And what's your weapon damage?
It's a D10. It's the combat knife. 10-2.
So it's plus 2 damage, pen 2. Okay. You have just done 54 damage, penetration 2 with a fucking knife.
I'm taking a head home.
I'm going to let you describe that as floridly as you wish, because this thing just died so hard that part of the synaptic part of the hive mind that it's connected to just died as well.
Man. Oh, Mortal Kombat kill right there.
This is a fatality kill.
I'm taking the head off. Screw your skin savings. I'm taking a skull home.
Hey,
Okay.
So are you going to be describing how you're doing, or is it Juicy?
Would you,
No.
do you want me to describe it, or do you want to describe it, man?
No, you can describe it.
Okay.
I'm just taking the head off.
punch your fist straight through its teeth into its mouth. Seizing hold of its tongue, you yank its head up and drag your knife across its throat with such force it slices its windpipe, every alien blood vessel in its neck, and with one kick of your boot on its chest, you rip its head clean off, its blood spraying like a fountain as the thrashing body tumbles to the deck plating. The eyes of the head swivel blindly and madly for a second, and then fade into the bleary coldness of death as you hold aloft your prize.
Predator kill.
Predator kill. Holy shit, man. That's ridiculous.
Deserve a purity seal for that shit or something.
Well, I'm saying right now, regain 1 point of cohesion for that motherfucking kill.
Alright.
Feel slightly better about this situation.
Holy shit.
So how many gene stealers we got left? 3?
One gene seal is dead. Two are left.
2 are left, and are any of those guys injured?
You're not injured, and the other one is fighting.
The one
Fontis.
I'm against took 1 damage, didn't it?
Yeah, it lost a tooth.
Yeah.
It has many teeth.
So next on the list is either myself or Hojo.
Trade it with an orc, that tooth.
So, Sin or Theros or Radagast, who's next?
Well, I went first last time, so I wouldn't mind if Radagast wants to go first, or we can keep it to the same order.
I will try to grapple it.
Which one?
The one attacking you.
So you're gonna throw your arms around it and like trying to lock it into a half Nelson or something.
Yeah.
Away.
Rodeo it.
Gonna get in my way.
Rest my. Well, no. If I grapple him, he'll get a fucking bonus of 20 to your weapon skill. So you shut your fucking whore mouth, goddamn witchkin. You want to hit it, don't you?
I will destroy it.
He makes a compelling argument in that regard.
I will
What's
tear
that?
it. I will tear it from existence.
On second thought, I'm not gonna grab it. He's talking like he's gonna blow a hole through the ceiling or something.
I'm not gonna do anything like that. I passed my roll.
Okay.
I'm just a little bit animate because I've got a fucking gene stealer on me.
Oh, psh. Got stabbed in the knee of all things. How meme-like.
You know how much of a hassle it is to repair a black carapace?
It regrows, man.
It's
You
a
have
hassle.
repair cement. You have repair cement.
Yeah, it's
Everyone does.
A black carapace it's organic. It grows over your ribcage and down your spinal column. It's not a technological item. It's under your skin.
It can fuck with shit. Your connections come from your black carapace. A lot of your connections to your power armor come through your black carapace.
All of
I don't
your
wanna
connections
fucking
to your
with
power
that.
armor.
Some chapters have to put it in manually.
Well, it's implanted as part of an initiate's training. It's one of the organs.
For the Blood Angels, it is the very last thing they receive, and it's given
It's
to
the
them.
last in the process anyway, man.
It's given them after they're a scout. So once they're graduating from a scout to a full Astartes, that's when they get their black carapace and the Blood Angels.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my full turn to run behind the fucking Gene Stealer attacking Saint, and I'm gonna use the full turn to grapple him. To start
Okay, make your weapon skill test.
Ah, fuck me. It's a 74. Against
Okay.
my 39.
You
with,
rush in.
plus 10 to. Well, either way, no, I still failed. Go ahead.
You rush in to aid your brother, Radagast, but for a moment just before the pain suppressants kick in, your knee is weaker than you expect, and you just lose that couple of feet necessary to actually seize the horror. A simple miscalculation. That's all it was.
Ah, well, I tried.
Okay, who's next? Theros.
Now, I may as well get this test to see if I channel my sword out of the way, right?
Well, you need to hit it first.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, I want to. How many attacks can I get with a full action with my sword?
You
One.
need swift or lightning attack to make more than one, so you can make one. You can, however, forego any defense to add 20% to your weapon skill in an all-out attack.
Well, I have an iron arm for parry, so I can get away with that.
Oh yeah, you can.
So that gives me what exactly?
Fuck's sake, Chaplain.
That gives me what
That's
exactly?
awesome.
What, iron arm?
Sorry, I was just admiring Chaplin's post. Sorry, Sim, what was the question?
What bonus exactly do I get?
Plus 20 if you go all out. Plus 10 for the Oath of Knowledge. Yeah, so plus 30 that would be.
So
Yeah,
that would get me from 60 to 90. And I rolled an 83? Perfect.
Hold on. Just note that the all-out attack means the next turn you can't use a natural dodge or parry. You should still have the one from your iron arm.
Got you.
Yeah, I've got my one from my iron arm, that's what I'm relying on. I want this thing gone. So its claws still scraping against my ceremony. Sword in hand, and we're thrust towards it. By the looks of it, I make some kind of contact. Whether or not it dodges is up to Juicer.
Just for my roller. Does it bollocks with a 98?
Excellent. You will bleed.
I noticed.
You sink your sai sword through its rock-hard carapace into the yielding, soft, cold alien flesh beneath. Are you channeling your psychic might, Theros?
I am indeed. I rolled a 53.
You need a 45.
My willpower is 40.
Plus 5 for your hood. You need a 45 or less.
Bugger. Oh well, I'm not going to waste my last fate point on it. I guess I roll standard damage.
Roll your full damage, which is 10 plus... so it's 1d10 plus 15, pen 5.
And does strength come into it at all?
Just added that to it.
Because I've got thy strength be legendary, as by power armor history, which is plus 10 strength.
What's... Oh, so it's plus 16 for you then. Because your strength is 40 something, isn't it?
My strength is... Strength is 40 on the dot.
Yeah. So double that is 8, plus 3 for your suit is 11, plus 5 for your sword is 16. So yeah, it's 1d10 plus 16, pen 5.
And that included the power armor, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 3 of 1d10.
Okay, so 19, pen 5. That is, to use a phrase from, I think it's Matt Ward who used it a lot, that is a dolorous blow. The slice sprays its alien blood across the wall, and it also drives it into Radagast's arms.
Really?
Alright. Give me the hug, buddy.
It seems to sag for a moment, blood spraying between its teeth. You have cut deep, and various tubes important to its life processes have been cut.
Oh yeah, we're turning it to a fucking anime now.
Not quite that high pressure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these things do not contain 400 gallons of fluid in the high pressure.
That's not what I meant, but alright.
That's normally
I
how they
thought-
bleed in anime, isn't it?
I thought Radagast didn't get close enough.
I
He
couldn't make
didn't,
it,
but you've just hit it with such force, it's driven it back, and descriptively, it's just basically it's now within his grasp.
Oh, so did you say I cut Radagast's arms?
No, it.
Oh.
You cut it.
Ah,
I
excellent.
mean, you were
Perfect.
attempting to cut Radagast's arms off.
No, I was just making sure because that's what I
arms.
was worried of what was going to happen. So I was trying to make sure I didn't do that. And I thought you said that's exactly what happened. I was like, oh shit, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. But never mind.
can't-
That's good. But never mind.
Can't take another blow, brother. Don't come.
How many wounds does it have left?
Well, you've just done 19 pen 5, and it had a total of 7 reduction. So 19 minus 7, you've just done 12 wounds to it, and it has 20. So you've lopped off more than half of its health.
Just for descriptive purposes, when it jumped down, I imagine that being down on one knee because it was bearing down on top. So effectively on that attack, I'm pushing standing back up to a stand.
So you're surging up with your blade. Staggering it backwards, it slams into Radagast. Who's next?
Finish this filth.
Nepa?
I've lost the initiative. Where the fuck is everyone?
It is. Let's see. Fontus, and then after Fontus it will be Sebastian.
Fontus, your action.
I'm gonna rip this thing's apart with my bolt head cutter.
Oh.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
I don't think it's going to be equal in glory to that knife kill, though.
Well, I tried to bayonet it last time, and I just missed on a roll that I shouldn't have missed. So I'm going to finish it this time.
Fair enough. This does remind me of the most glorious kill I ever saw in 40k tabletop when a bog standard marine killed Abaddon the Despoiler with a combat knife.
Alright.
So I think I got 3
Shit,
degrees of
you not.
success on that.
However, this might disgust sin to his bones. It was an ultramarine.
It's all good. I had a similar thing happen with my scout, which was actually a converted Necromunda scout from it's one of the Space Crusade sort of type board games.
Oh shit, that's
and
old school.
And he killed in 2nd edition. He managed to take out what was that fucking blood letter called?
Holy shit, you mean
Yeah, what's the letter called?
like the named one? I know the one you mean, I
Yeah, the
can't
one from
remember
2nd edition that was always around.
Yeah.
But that fucker, and there was bonuses involved. But I put him on because I just needed an extra model, and the guy had a few more points than me, and I was fine with it. But I threw him on just for the hell of it. And ever since then, I kept him with my veteran command squad, which is I still use today, which is my 1 10-man squad. And he's like an extra little scout on the side of it.
Alright, so I got 3 degrees of success, I think. Right, every 10 points is a success.
Okay. 73, it fails to parry. Fucking hell.
Alright.
I think my Gene Stealers are defective. I should throw more in. Do you guys mind if I had another 1d5 Gene Stealers?
My knee! Look at it! My knee! I'm on the
Oh.
ground.
Oh dear. It's gonna really regret not parrying that. I mean, like, shockingly gonna regret not parrying that.
Like Juicer,
Roll your damage, man.
Juicer, there's a big fucking Tyranid Primar. What do you call it?
Oh, a Patriarch.
There's a Patriarch down here yet, isn't there?
I've got the stats for that thing.
Yeah, don't worry. We've got to kill everything down here. Don't worry about extra Gene Stealers. If you want for extra Gene Stealers, that's fine. We'll deal with it. We'll roll them. We'll kill them. But it's the Patriot.
So I rolled a natural 10 on one of them and a 7 on the other for a total of 30.
You can see how far this critical hit goes, man, but it's already dead.
I want to keep rolling d10s.
Okay, make another weapon skill test.
You're a
8.
goddamn monster.
Plus 5. Yeah. But it's not a 10, so it doesn't explode, so it's just another 8.
Okay, so 18, 25, 35, 38, penetration 6. Okay. Does everybody remember that moment in the original Total Recall where Arnie says "screw you"? No, just me. Okay. Well, moving on, you drive the drill straight through the thing into the floor beneath it. Horrifically, though, you actually fail to do less damage with a tearing drill designed to cut through bulkheads than Arlud did with his fucking combat knife.
I know the scene you were referencing, by the way. The Total Recall. Just for point.
Yeah, it's so much better than the remake. So yeah, scratch that gene stealer. It has been thoroughly drilled, and not in the sexy way.
Yeah. So 1 left or 0?
One left. The one currently fighting Theros and Radagast.
I was just gonna be bullying.
Oh, it's the one that
Kick him.
Sebastian was fighting dead.
That's the one that was on me.
Oh,
That was
okay.
the one that was on. That was the
Yeah,
one
that was the one that was blinded and then got fucked.
It was blinded, and then it had an arm lopped off, and then some fucker punched through its teeth and cut its head off. All in all, not a good day for it.
It's a great
Oh,
day for it.
so we got one gene stealer left. So
And it's in Radagast's arms, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, I can't grapple it till next turn, even if it is in my arms.
oh, good, because I'm just going to stab it right in the fucking back of the head.
Nah, I'm gonna stab it first.
I wrote Sebastian's up next.
Yeah.
Sebastian.
Wait, is it? Ice, when did you?
I already went. I'm like first.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
I thought he just went.
Nah, I'm on the ground, dude.
Actually, wait. You know what? I'm not gonna stab it because I might injure my captain over here. So I'm just gonna try and shoot it in the head with my plasma pistol.
Versus, it's actually the other way round.
Yeah, it might be safer to use your melee.
You have a chance of hitting a bystander with a melee shot into melee, with a range shot into melee. You don't have that with a melee weapon.
Hmm.
Weird. I do it. And also, because grappling is technically combat, hilariously, you do get an extra +10, in addition to past +10 for ganging up on it. 3 versus 1. Good old 20. +10. That's a 30.
Wait, repeat what you just said right there.
You get a bonus to attacking and outnumbered enemy.
No, about the gene stealer.
You get an
Because if I shoot it, then oh no, wait, was that Juicer that was talking? If I shoot it, shit happens.
It's,
You shoot it.
Juicer said
If you
that
shoot it and miss, shit can happen.
yeah, so you're safer to melee because if you shoot it, you may hit.
Yeah,
may
nope,
hit-
fuck it, just stab it.
There you go.
All right, so roll a d100 again.
Yep.
Yeah.
79.
Weapon skill is
Weapon skill is 47.
Oh, what the fuck? It's exactly the same roll.
57 for both knowledge, and what does he get a bonus for grouping up?
Yes,
Yeah,
plus 10. Actually, no, +1, +2. Technically, it's +20 because there's 3 of you on it.
So plus 20.
+10.
So it's plus 30. What did you say your weapon skill was?
47.
So 77 is your skill.
77.
Oh, you failed by 3.
Do you want to reroll?
Yeah, I'll reroll.
That fate point, Bubby.
Yeah. 11.
There you go.
Okay, roll your damage, man. This thing is badly wounded. It had a 1 in 100 chance of rolling a 73 again, and it rolled a 73 again.
Okay, I got a 1 plus 6, 7.
So 7 plus your strength is 8. So 15, 16, 17 for your suit. Pen, yeah, it's dead. How'd you kill it, man?
How did I kill it? By running over to my sergeant, sticking my blade in its gut, and moving my blade upwards to its brain.
So you disembowel it and then slit it all the way up through its throat.
From guts to brain.
Guts to brain, and a power field lets you do that. The sizzling halves of the dead gene stealer flop, splat to either side of you, Redagast.
Alright.
They're all dead. That whole combat, that was 10 seconds of furious brutality. Apart from the roaring of the flames, the snapping of fat, and the cracking of bone in the heat, and the twitching clatter of the shivering wreckage of the Tyranids as they flop where they've died, there is no other sound. Their ambush has failed.
Theros kind of nonchalant walks up quite quick to Fontus, just sort of standing in front of him as though to hint towards his armor, which is a little bit beat up. He's looking for just a little bit of reassurance while he's kind of scouts his eyes around to get a bit of bearing on where the fuck they are after falling down a level.
Just one gantry level below, that's it.
Bastion, be a kind brother and help me up, would you?
Sure thing, Sergeant.
Sergeant is over there.
However, I do.
The back of sorry, Mum. I was just going to say, you can all smell Radagast's blood, and the back of his greave is it's not soaked. It's solid with spilled cinnabar. His blood has solidified into almost a concrete hard material. That's what Space Marine blood does. It clots almost instantly. There's been a serious blow to his leg.
Can you still walk, Sergeant?
Yeah, but take note, I am not your sergeant. That culprit is over there, tainted.
As you will always be my sergeant.
Thank you,
The
brother.
only tainted here is the filth we have just destroyed. The
True.
chain of command is as follows.
True. The Codex Astartes does dictate this.
Yeah, what a blasted book. Let us march forward.
Does anybody have first aid training?
Yes, I do. I have enhanced healing.
So
Oh, you're the apothecary, aren't you? Of course.
Not a human.
The only bloody apothecary in this band of misfits.
To be fair, there's only generally one apothecary anyway, man.
sort of still standing in front of Fontus with his obvious shredding of his armor. Is there anything Fontus could possibly do to...
Oh yeah, your machine spirits of your armor, Theros, are greatly protesting. A power cable's been severed in your... is it the coirus? I forget what the chest plate's called. A power cable's been severed, and you're losing fluid pressure in your left pauldron.
See, I don't need an apothecary. I need someone that can maybe work with armor a little bit. Is there anything...
You have repair cement!
Well, I was hoping there was going to be some kind of bonus for us having a tech marine. That's what I'm hinting at.
That's your armor, not his!
The tech marine can conduct field repairs. Yes, you can reseal your armor.
Alright, I'll do that.
Your mechadendrites, like a mechanical spider, swiftly begin working on the damaged plate.
Tech use?
No, it's just resealing the armor. It counts as basically, it's a fancy way of using the repair cement thing. Rojas?
Yes.
If you want to use your medical skill on Radagast, You are within the golden hour, although I'm not sure Marines have a golden hour, and I can't remember how much you heal. But I know it needs a first aid. It needs a Medicaid test.
Oh, okay. Well, I have basically plus 35 bonus to Medicaid.
Hold on, my friend.
Pull your balls.
Because I have a diagnostic helm and an arthesium.
Alright, so that's basic healing. That's not what you have.
And my special ability is enhanced healing.
There you go.
A couple of pictures of some guy's custom Gene Stealer cult.
Really?
I like the stuff on the walls. That is probably the stuff. See the statue in the background? That's the kind of stuff that you saw on the perverse statue of the Emperor. And you may see more of that organic stuff as you go deeper into the readout.
While we wait for the apothecary, I'm going to roll a quick perception test with my thermal scope just to see, make sure we're not going to be jumped again by Gene Stealer.
No. It looked like it was an ambush with what they had, and it cost them a Gene Stealer brood.
Small brood, brothers.
Where the exploded techno weapon infected, do you remember the material that it blew out? Down here it's solidified almost into stalagmites of rotted matter. Very strange.
We have a bulkhead scanner, don't we? Or something to that effect.
Yeah, siege aspect. But right now, I'm really worried about this knee.
It's your knee.
We have,
It's
we
my
have
knee.
two Siege. Don't we have two of those though? We find out we brought two by mistake.
We have a couple actually. See, Fontis has an auger that does a very similar thing, and so does Erlen. They both have augers.
Excellent. Ireland.
Yeah.
Would you like to just give a quick look at the scan? Make sure we're still heading in the right direction. Don't get you turned around. We need to get
Well, I
to
have a
that
map
terminal.
of the building, don't I?
Oh, this is
He has a map.
Excellent. I guess while you're stitching me back up, I'm casually asking you that then. We need to get to that terminal. We can't get hold up here.
Okay. Rojas, have you made your healing roll?
Yeah, sure, just roll a D100, yeah.
D100
D100?
against your intelligence.
Plus 35.
Is it 35? Not 30?
Yeah, because of the Northeastium and a diagnostic helm.
Right.
If you just roll a D100, work out from there.
27.
27. What's your intelligence?
That's well a success.
Intelligence is 53.
Wait, where's that roll?
It's the very bottom one. 27.
I believe you
27.
restored your intelligence bonus in wounds if he's lightly wounded, which he is.
I thought you said 47. I was like, I don't see 47.
So roll a d5 for me, Rojas, and add 5 to it.
Equal to the carriage's intelligence bonus. Oh, okay.
Okay, rolled a 2 plus 5, 7.
Alright.
Okay, so yeah, 7 wounds back out of 9.
That brings me
I
back up
guess.
to 19.
So you're still wounded, but the repair work and the serums that Cullen is able to provide brings your knee back up to a far more structurally stable condition. It wouldn't have slowed you down. You've taken far worse wounds than this as an Astartes and lived to tell. But it, you know, it's better that it's brought back up to functional, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Thank you, Brother Sebastian. I feel...
I am just fulfilling my duties as the Codex dictates.
Oh, that book. Anyway.
Hey man,
Back to
these guys think the Codex is the Bible. You gotta get used to that shit.
I know, but it'll disgust me even as the Marine Malevolent. Anyway, Sergeant, your orders, please.
As I said, we have to get to the control terminal. We can't be far off it now, right?
No, not at all. In fact, the security terminal held in one of the hard points of the the lower levels of the spire. And by hard points, I mean, like a reinforced, almost fortress-like level. What took a direct hit from one of the Death Strike missiles containing the Corrosis Inferni 17 derivative. With its life support system breached, the whole area was flooded with the most concentrated dose of the deadly chemical. There is nothing alive in this place, not even bacteria. Those who survived the initial strike either died from their wounds in the chambers and corridors outside, or they retreated fully from the gas clouds. You are able to access the terminal with minimal interference.
On an unrelated note, do you guys know who's even worse at following the Codex Astartes than the Red Scorpions?
The Black Dragons?
No.
Wait, worse as in like to the T, or worse as in they don't know how to read?
No, like, they will follow the Codex to these Codex Astartes to a T.
Holy shit, they must have taken Gulliman's proclamation that it was designed to be flexible pretty well. Who?
The Hammers of Dorn.
Really?
Aha.
Roll don't turn on, yeah.
That fucking autist. That one's true though. Excuse me
Yeah.
for that language.
These guys are worse than the Red Scorpions at following the Codex.
Holy crap. That's
Yeah, no.
rigid.
I didn't think it was possible, but it is.
Fair enough.
So what? The attacks get in close combat as soon as someone gets close enough? Every single time with their combat knife and nothing else? Just shit like that?
I don't think that's in the Codex Astartes. I think that's
What?
in, Tools for Living.
Okay.
Okay.
Fontes, we have full access to the terminal.
The air in here is choked with the lethal Corrosis Inferni 17 chemical. The concentrations are high enough, in fact, that it's actually taking some of the outer layers of molecular paint off your armor.
Our time is limited, and you have much work to do. We need to get a line through to that other squad.
I find
There is no rest for the righteous.
Fontes, give me a tech use roll. -20.
all right.
It's made slightly harder not only for the new spheric corruption and the proprietary firewalls which protect the...
I rolled a 13.
That'll do. I was going to say the proprietary firewalls which actually protect the terminal's coding, but also the fact that the servitor responsible for maintaining the console has dissolved to slop.
When you say -20,
It means that his effective skill is 20 points lower for the roll, but he's rolled a 13, which is a pass. Unless he has an intelligence of 30.
I mean, 23, sorry. 20. I rolled a 23.
And
But
your
it's a
total
pass.
skill- Yeah, it's a pass. Okay, you have access to the terminal. You can patch in some hastily assembled binary coding, which will enable you to access full communications with the Angelus Tenebrae outside of the new spheric jamming within the spire, and you have the location. You have the location of the readout of the Borealis Council, which is still inhabited. You have the disposition of their forces defending the area. You have the ability to shut down security on the levels preceding the area, and you have information about basically, the holdings contaminated by the Gene Stealer infection, where they're concentrating their brooding efforts within the spire.
Alright, I connect and I transmit all that information, and then I want to check on the security status of each of the floors.
Okay.
And shut down the
Allow you access to the basically the level of the final readout, effectively, without having
Yeah.
to deal with the security systems. Yes, you can do that.
And I know where the other team is in the building.
You have communication. You reestablish it with the Angelus Tenebrae, and there's the crackle of the crackle and the binary screech in your ears as the system resets, and then you hear the voice of the I forget the name of the man control.
Oh, the main control. I thought you were going to say the sergeant was leading the other squad.
Oh, are you patching straight through to him, are you?
Yeah, I was going to find out what level they're on.
I have a box
with the contact, with the contact with the Angelus Tenebrae's Voxnet re-established, you rapidly patch in a comm channel to Sergeant Mattel of the Tiger's Argent, and you all hear his voice as he says, "What's it? Obsidian Skull. It's good to hear your voices.
Mateo, report.
We've secured the Inquisitor. We weren't able to save all of her retinue.
Oh,
Brother
there were some
Fondor,
left.
Brother Fondor is conducting emergency surgery on the Inquisitor as we speak.
Beware Gene Stealer infection. We've run into a brute.
He's trying to extract it, brother. Praise the Emperor that we're not too late.
Be aware, we have come across the beasts of the warp already.
Extracted.
They're using some kind of biotechnology. They were like mines.
Any sick or infected-looking guardsmen who appear to be confused might not only be infected by Gene Stealers, but might be wired with nano-explosives.
Black science.
Indeed.
We will watch for it, brother. Thank you.
Such things are heresy.
What resistance have you had thus far?
So far, local militia. They had a few of the Gene Stealer beasts here. In response to the Inquisitor's arrival, they've been dealt with. The squad's taken light injuries.
There are worse ahead. There are, without a doubt, further mutations. We have come across fully fledged Gene Stealers thus far.
So they've reached the final stage of the brood. We also Corvus Blackstar is en route for our extraction. Once we've secured the Inquisitor, one way or another, we'll redeploy to your position.
Alright, I'm going to try to lock all the security doors on their escape route so that nothing can intercept them and they have a clear shot back.
They're in a completely separate facility.
Oh, they are?
Sorry, Havel.
Alright.
They're literally kilometers away down in the city itself.
Alright, never mind then.
We have a patriarch to find, though.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Can we find out the location of that second automaton?
The brooding chamber is actually part of the same facility as the Sanctum Inviolate. It's below it.
Are we gonna stay clear of that, or are we gonna take care of it?
Well,
Juicer, is our mission to destroy everything in this hive?
Everything.
We're going to be going down there then, aren't we?
I've been thinking, don't we have some charges on our body currently?
Mateo, get whatever you can out of here. That's in regards to your mission prerogative. And if you can get back here in time, do so. Complete your mission, and then come back to us. Otherwise, you're going to lose everything you bring.
The Emperor speeds on wings. We'll be there, Theros. Count on it.
I'm gonna send. I'm assuming I sent the data packets out along with all the maps and everything. I'm going to.
Your data is updating the mission control, or the Angelus Tenebrae, and being distributed amongst the inquisitorial assets it needs to be.
All right.
So can
We have locked out.
Can we find out the safest route or the quickest route down to the Patriarch.
Up to the Patriarch.
Up, I apologize.
The Sanctum Inviolate is in the highest point of the spire, perversely beneath its heaviest defences. Brooding chamber in which the Patriarch is being secured ahead of the attempt to transport it, and the other key personnel are below the central chamber housing the Sanctum Inviolate. The council chamber of House Borellis is literally the roof of this beast's lair.
And will it have its own security systems or self-defense systems installed up there?
That area is black to the noosphere. You don't know. The noosphere of the spire does not extend there.
Can it be hacked?
No, as in there is nothing there.
And there's no connection there. I can't see it.
There's no way of forcing a connection or re-establishing a connection.
I would have to connect directly to it.
You would need to perform the correct tech rites in order to extend the noosphere that far. It's a complicated and relatively involved process. And right now, the spire's noosphere is on the verge of complete corruption anyway. One of the things you're having to deal with while connected to the terminal, Fontis, is to protect your internal firewalls from scrap code. If it was to be given a physical analogy, the closest you could get would be like wading waist deep through basically toxic sludge, which is attempting to crawl up you. That's what it's like wading through some of the scrap code in the spire's noosphere right now.
Fontes, you know this tech better than we. Is there anything else you could recommend we do? Any other course of action?
Other than trying to lock out, I could try to lock out their militia from security access, like change all the codes on security doors.
Well, you don't even need to change the codes. You just need to decay them.
Yeah, I guess I'll just fry the system.
Can we destroy as many of these as possible, Fontes, from where we are? Do as much damage as you can, and then we have to move on.
Alright.
Give me another tech use test, Fontes. See how far this can actually reach. Don't forget, the reason this terminal has such access is 1, it's a major security terminal, and 2, the noosphere right now is being torn apart.
Alright, are there any negatives to this one? The first one was negative 20?
Same again, minus 20.
Alright. Oh, well, let me see. I'm gonna burn a faint point and roll that again.
Okay. Did you succeed?
I think I succeeded by 1. Like, well, no, I barely succeeded.
Doesn't matter, you just needed to succeed.
Yeah.
You're able to lock out several areas of the spire from access to its own security, to its own militia, using basically your purloined access to this terminal. It's not enough to completely cut them off from everything, but it's enough to sow additional chaos into the already extensive chaos sown through the spire. You also know that they're rallying in the lower levels, basically as far away from the gas as they can, in an attempt for a counterattack. They know that there is an inquisitorial kill team in the spire. They know that nothing can stop them. Nothing has stopped them. Everything that's been thrown at them has gone off Fox. And the fear, you can imagine the fear spreading through their ranks.
Do I have access to a comm system?
Oh yeah.
Oh, right of law over the comm system.
So you basically fill as much of the comm system as you can access with with white noise, with nonsense, which contains a fearful note. In the clammy, sweat-drenched corridors, hybrids look around in fear as the comm net crackles and hisses with technological dread. Gain another cohesion point for that, man. That's quite creative.
Up to 5.
You fill the tower with the fear of the machine, at least as much as you can, sowing further confusion. You've locked out as much of the militia as you can, you have sown as much confusion as you can, and you have the clearest shot to the Sanctum Inviolate as you can arrange technologically. You'll be able to bypass a number of their forces here. You also have the disposition of the defense lines that they have arranged outside the chamber prior to their exfiltration by shuttle. That shuttle, as you remember from the briefing, is not going to arrive. Not if the Imperial Navy here can handle it, has anything to say about it.
Now, those groups of militia, we've got to kill them anyway, don't we?
Yes, but they are a secondary target compared to the High Council and the Primarch. Patriarch. Primarch? Holy shit.
They have worse.
Fontis, send the Warhammer 40k equivalent of this.
Sorry, say again, champion?
If we send a bit of what do you call it? Mind of war or psychological warfare.
Oh yeah, he's already done that, man.
Yeah, they did what the Russians did in Stalingrad. The equivalent of that, but then in 40k terms.
Yeah,
Something like
there's
that.
an eerie mechanical moan clawing up their Vox system right now and sending basically it's a disturbing noise which chills to the bone, and right now the comm system in the lower levels, the VoxNet, is filled with it. You have a clear shot, your path is as open as you can make it, and you're prepared for what lies ahead. You know they have Golgrexore up there. You know they have heavy weapon emplacements. You know they have the finest troops they have left. You also know that they are seriously depleted. The chemical strikes took a heavy toll on the defenders. In their current state, if they rally in the lower levels, it could seriously impact your ability to complete your mission. However, you have a window. If you act on it, your chance of success is much higher.
We will get to come back and kill them if we go straight for the Patriarch, right?
Oh yeah. In fact, if you kill the Patriarch and the Council, the psychic shock should actually make the rest of the inhabitants of the Spire easy prey. It'll probably only take you a few days to track them all down.
That's what I was hoping.
How helpful.
Do we know if the High Council could be anywhere else apart from with the Patriarch?
No, according to what you've got from the data console, the VoxNet communications logs, and the new spheric readings at high, the Council are there. It's the safest place in the whole Spire. And until the transport arrives to evacuate the critical members of the Brood off-world, it'd be pointless hiding anywhere else.
Fontis, unless you have anything else to add. Turn to everyone else, I guess, at this point.
I suggest we move.
I think we have a beast to kill.
Okay, well, for the last session, which will be next session, I can remove quite a few of the challenges as a result of Fontis's technomancy. Well done, guys. You've actually managed to make things a lot easier for yourself in the final telling.
Goodness gracious.
And I'm going to call it there for tonight.